Hi, good evening. Welcome to Transformers The Show 133. We're here tonight to go through some Transformers news. Alexis is on holiday. Fucking look at those muscles. Give us a flex. Nice show.
May I have your attention, please? This is the captain of your ship! I'm sorry. Please put this away! You left me broken hearted! But I never loved you anyway. No, I never loved you anyway. No, I never loved you anyway. No, I never loved you anyway.
Hi, welcome to the show tonight. Sorry, the intro's still really loud, isn't it? But that could be a good thing. So,
what is that song called? What's that song called?
it's
Can't hear
Gallows.
you. You're breaking up, Alexis. Sorry.
Man Overboard
That's
by
what you should have been
Gallows.
saying from the start, Paul.
Man Overboard by Gallows is the name of the song. It's not our new intro song. Why is it our new intro song? Because it hasn't been hit by copyright.
Right.
That's generally what we choose. Right. So
Is that because it's pish?
No, it's good. It's a good song. I'll fucking play it again.
He speaks the truth.
May I have your attention, please?
I'll do it.
He'll do it.
It's like
He'll do it.
I'll fucking do it. News.
I talk some TV, and now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Wow.
News.
What's this?
This was I think this might have been kind of overlapped with what you guys did last week when I wasn't able to be on. So this is Flame Toys version of Jazz, which is
It's
looking
very
quite nice.
sexualized, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
It is.
Really
Look at the thrusting
embarrassingly
groin.
man.
Yeah, hand in the
That's
hip.
very sexualized.
Fucking hell.
That pose in the top. I never do that ever. It's ridiculous.
Which one?
What
Left
the
or
hell's
right?
going on?
You're always doing that one, Paul.
What's
Where's my
your
breakfast?
doing, Andy? What's
Just
it
walk.
doing?
Anyway,
This is
so
what
it's
Paul
there.
does when he drops his keys every time. He's like, I'll drop my keys.
Flex.
First
does
the
look
ass.
good,
No.
It's a shame it's non-transforming, but anyway, there you go.
It's amazing how you've gone from jazz to jizz in 10 seconds.
I wish I could last 10 seconds.
We're getting involved in other issues that I feel we probably should say for the discussion.
And then you've gone from issues to
Yeah.
tissues in 5
HasLab.
seconds.
Why should that share for the discussion? Why would that come up in TFN? Best bits to look forward to.
I think you know, Jamie.
Coming under
Engage the
10
match.
Lost those
seconds.
doors. HasLab. We've had more kind of in-hand photos of it. I don't know. Has this come from someone who was official, or has somebody just like bought it? They've got it anyway. They've got the packaging. They've got the figures.
I presume
And
it's
they
a
shared
show,
photos.
not a thief, not someone who's just stolen it. Went, ha, ha.
Well, we assume not. Can't seem to get his MicroMasters in order, but anyway, still. There it is. You know, there's the back of it.
Just MicroMaster photo bombs, right?
That's the one.
Terrified.
And it comes with the
it's
shield.
yellowing already.
It quite possibly is. Hey, topical Hasbro jokes.
I thought that
So, yeah,
was a new
there
Hasbro
goes.
gimmick, the yelling, just to show your Transformers age in front of you.
Color changes, man. They've been around for years.
Yeah.
It's not new.
You don't need to use hot water anymore.
No,
leave
just
it
the sun. Not even that sometimes.
Yeah.
Shattered glass, what are we calling him? Delta Magnus, Ultra Magnus, whatever you want to call him. So you've got the swappable heads. So we've got in-hand images of this. Again, it looks good. If you prefer the traditional Magnus head, as I'm sure our good friend John will, Borders Dude. There it is. Looking nice. I do like that head sculpt, though. It's pretty damn metal, and that's a good thing. But it is just the same Magnus. I don't know. I'm not as excited about this as I thought I would be. But maybe I just need to see it in hand. I'll
Do you want me
wait
to
for
put some
Jamie's
music on
photos.
to make it more exciting?
How
I'm just
exciting will
looking
the
at our
music be?
chat. It's turning into Grinder in there. Just looking
These
at
things, you put a
It
bit
does
of
this
John
every
Barrowman
week
on.
now. I do wonder whether we've actually created
Barrowman, yeah?
a safe place for people who like to come and just, well, you know. And there he is with the other shattered. Oh, now I feel sad. With the other shattered glass bots.
No, is that Jazz? That's Jazz owns Shattered Glass, is he?
I fear the wounds are fatal.
I think the thing with Jazz Shattered Glass, he looks just like Jazz.
It is just Jazz.
Yeah.
So that's.
Jazz.
But I think Jazz Shattered Glass looks just like Jazz, if that makes sense.
Yeah. There
Jazz doesn't know which he's got. Everyone else has got like Studio 1, Studio 2. Jazz has gone. Is it Studio 2?
Okay, so this is the back. Where the hell is that sad trombone when we need it? This is the back of Masterpiece Cliffjumper and Bumblebee. That would be the Masterpiece Cliffjumper that still hasn't officially been confirmed, even though photos of it keep getting leaked, and you'd think they'd just come out and say, yeah, there's going to be a Masterpiece Cliffjumper. But I just don't know. I'm sorry, but I know I'm biased to a certain extent, but even if I wasn't, I look at that Cliffjumper and I look at the Earthrise one. Was it Earthrise, Jamie? Remind me.
Yeah.
Anyway, that one.
Yeah.
Basically, I think that one looks better. And
yeah, the
that
Masterpiece one's a
Bumblebee.
shit.
Oh my god, what is going on with that?
You know what, Andy? People say
It's like someone gave him a blocked doll face, doesn't it? Like here.
It's oh my
It's
god,
hideous.
fat face.
And I definitely think the Bumblebee Buzzworthy Cliffjumper is almost like the ultimate interpretation right now.
You do look like you're about to go in Love Island, Alexis.
It looks like he's just got kicked. Anyway,
I'm here.
Your sound is awful.
Yeah,
you big
you're
poo.
all crackly now.
I'll mute you for a bit.
Get rid, Rich. Get on.
Ian,
Just like last week.
constantly having to replace him.
Anyway, people think you've actually kicked him now. Anyway, there's the vehicle mode. So if you're excited about the fact it's got that penny car racer look, then good on you. These are official, aren't they? This is Action Toys versions of Rodimus and Galvatron, which were revealed at a kind of toy show thing. I think it was over like Japan or China or Shanghai or somewhere. I think it was Shanghai, actually. Anyway, they are rather nice looking. I mean, non-transforming models again, but damn. The only thing we noticed about the Galvatron is that's a very tiny face for a big head.
But it kind of looks scalable, doesn't it? It's like
it does.
samurai helmet kind of thing.
I think if anybody said to you, "Oh well, if you gave me that for free, I wouldn't want that." Yeah, you would. Don't frigging lie. Of course you would. I would. But you know, they're probably going to cost a fair penny. Shattered Glass Blaster in-hand images again. We've kind of seen bits of this before, so I won't dwell on it for too long. But it does look nice in that color scheme. It's a bit different. Yeah. With Rewind? It is Rewind, isn't it? Or is it? No, it's Eject that comes with Blaster, isn't it? So I'm guessing that's Shattered Glass Eject.
Can I give just a quick shout out to Kai Montgomery, who's going international, watching from Holland tonight. Hi Kai, thanks for joining the show.
Hi Kai.
Is that the Netherlands? So you talking about the county Holland?
No, just Holland, not the Netherlands. Specifically, they said Holland. They did not say the Netherlands.
I just wondered.
There's 3-0 DLX. You get these, don't you, Alexis? This is the Megatron that they've again revealed at this same show. And to be fair, it's again a nice looking Megatron.
That's really good.
Yes, I just said that, yeah. And you can see him alongside the other ones for scale purposes. But yeah, looking pretty nice. And then this. So this is their Flame Toys version of RC, the model kit. Obviously non-transforming. Don't see anything controversial about this.
Does Teletran Toys mean Dr. Mindbender set? I think not the Destro set.
Photos of it that we showed in the
So what now? What did he say? I missed that completely. Yeah, we're losing you, Alexis.
That RC.
There you go.
Is better pictures there.
I'm just sending the link to Arrow 5.
It's like action shots.
Come on the show.
The thing is that we don't want to get into this whole thing of sexualized. It's just a very nice looking figure. I mean, there's no need to sexualize it.
Oh, look, the people complaining about that show awful stuff, don't they, on their Twitter?
There you
Why
go.
so worried about sex?
The argument.
I don't know why are people scared of sex. I don't know.
When they do the typical white person thing and start telling people from other cultures what they should like and what they should do and how it should be depicted.
All right. Let's not all be bashing the white man. Some of us are all right.
Westerners. Well, I mean Americans.
And then just to bring you down while you're on your gravy strokes, there's Wheelie. This is the Studio Series Wheelie, isn't it? So this is in-hand photos, and he had the box and everything. I forget who it
But
was.
he's
who
not
had them.
showing that back.
He's
Sorry,
not
I
showing the
just-
back of the figure, but we do get to see the visible fist syndrome. So Paul will be picking up multiples of this.
This is
He'll love
fucking
this.
ridiculous. Right, just look at
They
this.
must
Can you
fold
zoom back
away.
in? Because that's the worst. Into like even when you had like Vortex from like Combiner Wars,
makes
at
Huffer
least it
look
tried
so-
to tuck it in between the rings. There and like Huffer, you can put them down, and from certain angles you can't see the fist. This is 360 degrees of fist. Name of your sex tape.
160 degrees.
It's-
Maybe you should cause a
Name of
Twitter
your sex
outrage,
tape.
Paul. Get some hair dye your hair green, go to Twitter and just complain about it.
Do you know what? I might. It's
Yeah.
I
Dyeing
don't
your
see
hair is
that.
important, Paul, before
Oh.
you go outrage.
See, this
Little
is
face
okay.
thing.
I can see the
Recreate
face,
that.
but like, what? It's just Hasbro. Like,
And there he is alongside the.
there's good engineering and then there's lazy engineering. There's engineering you can do which doesn't cost any more, and the fact that the fucking
Do you think that's a
Transformer
price
from-
point engineering? Because when you look at Sludge has a similar thing when it comes to the toes. And the engineering, you can see what they plan to do with it, but they stopped because they ran out money to implement that next step.
But when you look at Wheelie from what would that be? Titan's Return, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The new Wheelie looks better there. I would agree, it looks better. The old Wheelie does still look quite cool. It was a minge, wasn't he, to put together to get him into robot mode, to get him to alt mode. But they still covered his fists up, so it's a good robot mode, and it's a backward
Wins and
step in
losses,
the alt
pluses
mode.
and minuses.
So would you rather have had, instead of core class, maybe do Wheelie in a 2-pack and make him deluxe? So it would
I
have
don't know how
more
much
money?
he is. Was he 15 quid?
He's core class, so he's going to be about $12.99. So I was thinking,
Oh, is
if
he?
it came
He's
with-
core class.
yeah. So I think the price point.
He's a mini
might
lad.
be- yeah, the engineering might be stuck.
To be fair, I didn't realise it was core class. I thought it was like legacy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there it is. And then artwork from Flame Toys for Gilthor and Beast Megatron, both being released, which has got a lot of people quite excited about it. So again, non-transforming kits, but they do look quite cool. So I don't know if anybody in the chat will be rushing to pick those up. Maybe you
I don't
will.
know. I just think that image is over sexualized again from Flame
It
Toys.
is.
I don't know what's
All
going on,
images
guys.
are over sexualized when they're on our show. Surely you know that by now.
Turned me on.
We know that from the chat. Anyway, right.
I'll be giving up
Shall we
on
do some third
Alexis.
party?
I don't know where Alexis has gone.
He shall return after
Ian's
these messages.
returned. Yay.
Ah!
Oh,
Return
fucking hell,
of
Alexis
Ian
is here as well.
and Alexis. This is awkward.
Here again. Done.
Oh,
Thank
go
you,
on, Merlin.
Ian, for turning up Arrowfire. We're having technical difficulties with...
I mean, the technical difficulty is he's broadcasting from the middle of Cornwall.
And he's tried
Shine,
it before
that's the
and
major
it's not
difficulty.
worked.
It's not
Keeps
working.
going.
Is that where Alexis is?
Anywho, so this is SND 08 IDW Optimus Prime. So this is third party news in case you hadn't noticed we've switched over. Highly articulated with rubber wheels, clear windows, and released December 2022.
I mean, 30 points of articulation, they said, wasn't it? Something like that. Ridiculous.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, the
Yeah.
point is, it's being described as a masterpiece figure, but done at Chug scale, which will
Yeah.
become clearer when you see some of the later photos. So there's the truck
I'm all
mode.
for that.
I don't mind them. I like the
Yeah,
modernization
that's
of
interesting.
the traditional truck mode. That's quite nice. You know, it's obviously posable. I mean, it looks pretty darn good. And then you get to see it next to Siege Ironhide. No, yeah, that is Siege, isn't it? It is.
And the quality control is bound to be better. That's the thing. Because people are paying a lot of money for these figures now, and although the engineering's good, the paint works good when it works, sometimes you're buying a figure and it'll have scrapes in the face, it'll be stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's just annoying.
Was that Earthrise? Ironhide.
Oh, it was
Yes,
Siege.
yes, it was.
wasn't it?
I think it was Airfries.
Sorry. it's
Yeah,
just-
that's Airfries.
Just
Oh,
want
is
to
it?
flex my new Transformers knowledge I'm gaining.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
tell from the,
Yeah, I knew
the
that,
bonnet.
Andy.
The
Oh,
chest.
yeah, the bonnet. It's
Yeah,
because
I
they
said
share
that.
the same arms. That's what throws me with it.
Well, if you're a true fan like me of Chug, you
Yeah.
If you were a
I
Chug
have to bow
connoisseur.
down to your Transformers knowledge, Paul.
As he does to Kermit the Frog drink.
Nothing to do with me.
None of
Anyway,
my
moving
business.
on. And there he is. And it looks quite good. So it's out in December. Check places that sell third-party figures. We had Fans Hobby, another updated kind of test shot of their double dealer, which still looks awesome. Obviously needs paint
fairly
finishing
far in
off.
production now as well.
Oh yeah. We're well down the line, aren't we?
Mm.
And I
was
do
just
like
saying,
the
it's
little
a-
clips to
it's a
secure the
pity-
gun in place.
Doesn't know sign language, and he can do sign language as we're talking. You know, and it'd be
Alexis,
really cool.
brilliant.
Yeah. But
I'll let you
because it-
interpret, Jamie.
Why is he sitting next to an Atari Jaguar CD as well?
He's going to time. It is Cornwall.
He has gone back, yeah. I was going to say he's gone back in time, hasn't he?
And
It does look
it
good.
comes with
Can
knock
you
and
hear me
scar.
okay now?
Kind
So,
of, yeah.
no.
It's better than it
Yeah, a
was.
bit better.
There's knock and scar anyway.
I'll kick the
so
kids off the Wi-Fi
looking
now,
good.
so we'll see.
Cool.
Paintwork's still not finished on these, but it is just kind of a bit of a test shot, isn't it? But looking good.
It's nice, isn't it,
You
that
can
third
have
party.
knock-
Well,
knock and
Fans
scar
Hobby
in
do
the
this
most,
particular.
like, you've got the-
Fans Hobby do this particularly, like show you all the shots like through like deduction and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Hasbro should do this a bit more, shouldn't they?
Well, if they did, you wouldn't have so many problems with reveals being leaked, would you? But anyway.
I mean, Hasbro do it, and sometimes like the outrage or comments help to change mid-engineering what they plan to do. You know, I
Well,
think
outside
about
of Hasbro
well, the head
props.
sculpts. Sometimes they'll change the head sculpt because you know there'll be enough feedback.
It's happened occasionally. I wouldn't say it
Yeah.
happens regularly though.
Maybe
Like
that's why
showing
they
off
don't
in
do it
production.
because
Yeah, maybe
they don't want
They
the...
get
we've
turned
already
off
spent
every
the money.
time.
I'm not changing it now.
yeah.
Alexis, this is reflector files. What is the name of the figure? The actual,
I'm wondering
It's
if
not,
that's
it's not
the-
a proper character, is it?
you
It's the
remember
hologram
he's-
from
he's
It's
the.
a
the
hologram
last-
from Hound.
Oh, it is
He's
actually
the
like
last
this one.
Transformer to be revealed in season 1.
Wait,
It was the
it's a hologram.
it was a
it's not real
hologram from
Transformer.
Hound,
Last
wasn't it?
Transformer
Yeah.
to be revealed in season 1.
But it's a hologram. It's not a trans. It wasn't real.
The hologram.
Have you watched the episode?
So you don't know.
Transformers
That's okay.
technically aren't real. They didn't exist in
Whoa,
1984.
whoa, whoa, hey,
I'm
calm
sorry,
down,
I'm
calm
dropping bombs
calm
as I'm
down.
on the show now. I've been on 2 weeks and power's gone to my head. I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
Kick him.
Love you too,
Never
Andy.
do
He
that.
looks really
And
cool
then-
though. He photographs really well.
Oh, it looks good. Yeah. Anybody, somebody in the chat will know. RJ will know. Come on, Quizmaster. What was the name of the? I'm sure it said it had a name in the.
Someone put like hologram Maximus or something like that, but I don't think it actually had.
That seems like it would be giving it away a bit.
You don't think it didn't have a distinction, did it? It had one or
Hologramius,
two spoken
Spurius,
lines.
Decepticonus.
Yes, of the Holy Roman
Really
Empire.
obvious. Anyway, so there you go. So there's that. This isn't strictly speaking Transformers, but we know people who watch this were interested in the Raymon Toys 80s Commanders, or as they were known to us, really. These bad boys, which, according to this post, have been cancelled. So I'm guessing that's the cartoon. Was it cartoon accurate or toy?
Yeah,
Whichever
it's the
version it
cartoon
was they were
version of it.
doing. So yeah, we don't know a lot more than that. I suppose we'll hear more down the line, but supposedly cancelled.
If
and
it's
that was
true,
then
though-
up to pre-order on Kapow.
Well, if it's true, it's their own fault because they pre-ordered at full price, no deposit, so 300 quid. They've released a set already, so it's, they didn't do things the right way. If they did things the right way first time, it would have sold. If they allowed people to have deposits, it might have sold. But asking someone to spend 300 quid up front for something which might not happen and hasn't happened,
Will they get
Fair
the money
challenge.
back, do you think?
well, you should do, yeah. You're protected, aren't you?
You'd like to think. Depends how you do it. If it's just straight direct debit or through PayPal.
Well, trade laws, right? Trade laws. If you bought something and you haven't received the goods, and Kapow are a retailer,
Is it into? If it's through Kapow, yeah, you're right, through trading standards, aren't you?
exactly, you're protected.
Yeah. True. Okay, cool. Andy, thank you for that. That was awesome. Right, Ian, thank you for coming on. We've got temperamental Alexis. Not in terms of his
What
input,
is temperamental?
As well as his connection.
just where he is in Cornwall. Cool. Right now is time for my favourite bit of Transformers the Show, which is Fans, Toys, Innuendo, where we look on a page and we take a picture. But this week we've gone a little bit close to home. We've gone for Transformers UK, and our good friend Gav Burgess was a little bit excited. So you guys have to guess what Gav is excited about. So this is an actual screenshot from the Facebook page. Let's get it up. So there we go. God, I Need This. Tempo Tempo by Mark Benz. What is the Transformer?
Is this actually a Fans Toys underneath?
It begins with fans.
Is it actually just this?
Are they ever really a fan
I know,
story?
Gav.
I mean, it's
I feel
usually
like
pretty
it's
hit and miss in the first.
Can we just
place.
take a look at his face? Who went to his hair? Like, could you just put your hair like a lion's being parted, but we cut the rest of the lion's hair off? Half mane, a medium mane of lion hair, please. Mark Benz. And Mark's gone. Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm offended you're talking about someone else's hair other than my own. I thought I meant something to you.
Go
Do you
in
want me
and
to hold
ask
my
for that one,
jacket?
Rohan.
Well, now I do.
I'd like a medium mane, please.
You know, Mark.
Never go
Benz,
full name.
Hellfire, You know,
I
Mark
always
Benz.
go for me.
Make my glasses look like teardrops. Okay. Right. Any? guess?
I think we're
And
just
so
seeing
we double
John.
dealer.
Well read.
Let's have a look.
If it's
Whoa.
fans, fans hobby, so it's got to be double
Double
deal,
deal.
isn't it?
It's not Fans Toys then. It's not Fans
Or
Toys
unless
then,
it's-
though.
unless
Fans
he's still-
Hobby innuendo.
Or double
It was
agent
Ken
would go
by
in.
request only. So Gav was really excited
Ah,
to get the album Ken by
Who
request
wouldn't
only.
be?
Wow.
Who wouldn't be?
Look at Ken.
Fans Hub.
That's a
got mine on
side
the
project
pre-order.
I can only dream of.
Or double agent, I think.
When they were
taking.
taking the
So-
photos, they were like, Ken, we want to get happiness and distance. Can you do that? No, I can't, but you can split me into 2 photos and I'll do it that way. Okay, we'll try it.
One of the less looks like
Yeah.
kind of waxwork. Especially
Yeah.
the hair.
photo on the right looks like when you meet him in the bar, and the photo on the left when you shut your curtains and you see him there just in the window.
No, I'm joking. Right, let's see who it really is. Okay, 3, 2, 1. It was Herbie Mann's Push Push.
Oh, good lord, it's still
Gav's
going on.
favourite song.
Where are you getting these?
Is that a jazz flute?
What did
Is
you-
that a jazz flute?
That is a jazz
Yes,
flute.
it's a jazz flute.
I-
Jazz flute.
I
The first law of jazz flute: you do not have clothes on when you're playing the jazz flute.
I generally fear for the day that Lisa finds what you save on your hard drive.
Oh, it's much worse than this. Much worse. It's criminal. Right. So what was it? So right. Okay. 3.
Please don't
Serious
go.
this time. Serious this time. 3, 2, 1.
What? She what?
Is that a genuine album cover? Genuine.
Yeah.
Is it?
This is real.
I-
An album cover to what, though? That's what I want to
I
know.
want
What's that
his
an album
music
cover
on
to
the
what?
show next week.
Oh,
Ask Gav. It's fucking Gav. It's not me.
worse, I feel sorry for the 32 people watching this live. What the fuck must they think?
Oh, they knew what they were
Don't watch
signing
this
up
show
for.
with your parents.
I know,
That's
did
what I would
they?
think.
You've got new fans who have not seen this feature before.
Oh,
I'm
We
joking.
had
Okay,
new
but
fans.
seriously.
Anymore.
Right,
This
old
is,
fans.
this is a Transformers show, people. Just so you're aware, if you joined at this point, please.
People
do
are
not let
saying that he's cross-eyed. I like it that that's what's sticking out about that
Yeah, I
album
believe he is,
cover,
mate.
not that it's called She Swallowed It.
he's cross-eyed.
is that the moment when it happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
He's
Anyway.
not normally cross-eyed. He's just cross-eyed at this point in time.
He was at that point, yes.
Kai, people are appealing to you. Please don't leave. It's not normally
Yeah,
this
that's
bad.
like, this is a terrible introduction.
Right, no, I have got it. It really is next. Okay, right. Here we go. The big reveal. It was
Hey!
Hey.
MB Double Agent. First
Oh, we
colour
never guessed
test
that.
shot.
I think we guessed that about 25
yeah.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
So,
so
it wasn't even fucking Fans Toys.
Oh, it
We,
never is.
we made our peace with that a while ago.
And do you know what? I'm alright with that.
But
I'm
are
fine
we?
with
Catch up.
Are
It's
we-
false advertising because you called this Fan Toys innuendo and you're
To
lying.
be honest, doing Transformers the show and having half of those
Exactly.
images is false advertising.
Do you know what? I am a big fat liar. Pickups.
We now return to the Transformers.
Oh, it's still up there. Right, what did we get this week? Still access, let's remove them. Who would like to go first?
I could go because I technically don't have anything, but can I talk about something? Can I do an Alexis and talk about something that I got the other week and didn't show it? But yeah, an actual fan's hobby. Shock horror. Drag
That's
strip.
Toys.
Fans Toys, you mean?
That's the one I meant. Yes. See, you got me doing it now. God, I'm a seasoned third-party collector, but yes, I got him, and he's all right. He's a yellow race car, and that's about it. Cost me about 100 quid second-hand, which I thought was okay. I don't mind if I don't get the rest of the Stunticons, because I've always quite liked drag strip, and yeah, that's really all you can say about it.
I got watched the transformation of the Legacy drag strip today, and I gotta say that transformation looks pretty sweet.
I think it does. Yeah, I've been tempted with that. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to sit. I'm not a big Venusaur fan. He's my least favourite combiner. So I just wondered, do I really want to get into the set? And that set's going to cost a fair bit, isn't it, when it's all done? Because Motor Masters,
£4,000.
maybe not that much, but yeah, it is going to cost a bit. But I just don't care about Motor Master. But I need to pick up that Legacy drag strip. But that's my only pickup, and technically it was from 2 weeks ago. If you're being picky, but I can't just show Razorclaw again, can I? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not legal.
Oh,
Don't do it, Alexis. Right. Who wants to go next? Jamie, do you fancy it, mate?
Yeah, I could go next.
Cool. Here you go, son. I'll stick this in the stream.
Yeah, if you could make it like so I've got quite a couple of stuff to show. First one, I'm talking about the junk heap just very quickly. The pictures start to sort of build up together as well, and other Transformers. But anyway, got junk heap. Quite a big chunky Voyager, good size Voyager class. Nice retool of wet car. Good articulation, great detail. Basically, there's nothing really much to say really, apart from if you've got wet car and you liked wet car, I should say, not wet car. You'll like this. I mean, just a nice, good figure, nice and solid. Easy transformation. Nice details the way the hands have been done, just slightly retool, so his guns on his wrist, etc. But yeah, it is good. And there's just an action pose there showing them off together. He's a bit big for the bike, but yeah, it kind of does work.
that's a strange one. I didn't think he would look that sort of. I don't want to say mismatched, but he does look big for the bike, doesn't he? And you think if anything, they'd be the ones that would most fit with it.
But to be honest, I mean, you can sort of bend the knees, it sort of fits out. You could do a matter of perspective, change it slightly, and it would work.
Doesn't fit as well as maybe.
But I'd say an issue with mine. My masterpiece. They're quite big in robot mode. That's why I bought the Earthrise Wreck-Gar or Legacy Wreck-Gar, whatever it is, to actually put on the masterpiece. So I thought it might scale better.
I mean, it is a pity because
it
is such a good bike mode, so it is a pity in that respect, but so ending that one there, so close there because it is quite good. So I'll share this one now. And so there we got Override, who's another Voyager, but as talking about previously, she does fit the bike much better. It seems a much better fit, and it looks quite cool. And the whole thing about Override is you do feel like the Studio Series 86. I get a feeling anyway, and but it's a much better build. I mean, she is solid, quite heavy. The wheels are on pins, so they spin really well. So it rolls really well, and it's just like the paint work is really good. It feels like a really good finish on these characters. Obviously you still have the odd QC issues with a bit of overlapping paint here and there, but overall it's a really nice sort of nice finish. I mean, the only disappointing thing about her Override is the sort of lack of neck articulation. I mean, she can turn her neck head side to side, but she can't tilt it upwards, they can't tilt it down, so you're kind of stuck for certain poses if you wanted, especially if you want that sort of eye shot.
It doesn't look like it's got some things like ankle movement, stuff like that, like we've come to see a little bit. Oh no, is there ankle articulation?
Yeah, there is. I mean, she's got definitely good ankle articulation, and she's got a little bit of waist swivel, not too much. I mean, sometimes the waist swivel is ridiculous if you think about, Redgar or Junkkeep, who's definitely not for the Junkkeep. He's definitely a good mold. I really enjoy it, but she is good. A nice solid bot.
Decent
Very
gun.
easy.
Looks like a Target Master gun.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I mean, the gun's good. It fits in with the car quite well. I mean, the whole thing is, I mean, the engineering is good, and it's clever engineering. At no point did I think, oh, is this fragile? Or this is breakage. It's clever engineering, and it's such an easy thing to transform. There she is scaling there with Deluxes. There she is with another Voyager, so you can see, even though she's a Voyager price point, there's quite a bit of a size difference. Maybe you could put that down to her being female as well, so she might not have the classic female body, but maybe the female stature and size. Here she is next to Hot Rod. He's quite a big Deluxe. There's a sort of group shot. And the car mode's quite cool. The head might be a bit ridiculous sticking out there, but I guess that's true to the cartoon.
Yeah,
I like the wheels.
Speed racing style.
I mean, the wheels are brilliant, because normally when you look at wheels, you always complain about, oh God, you're going to have to paint them silver or something like that. And or they don't turn too well because they're on the plastic rims. But this is on pins, so it just, it spins.
Is that her head behind the visor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sitting there poking
Is
out.
it? Well, that's ruined it.
Can you turn it round?
Well, no, you can't see the face. You can't see the face for the visor and stuff like that. It's blocked out.
Yes, you can.
You just got the head bit like there, so it's basically like a Lita's car. It's the animation model. It's there.
There.
So it's meant
There.
to be.
That's it. There.
All the way from Cornwall, he can see it.
There you go.
But
See
he
it on,
can't
you can see it on
really,
me.
so I don't know what he's talking about. Because it's impossible.
It looks a
Visible.
bit heady.
Visible head syndrome, Paul, is it?
I
Yeah,
don't know
but
what
you can't
I'm
see
so
it, it's
ready
all
blocked
to
off.
fucking
You
put
could
down
do a
Hasbro.
drift.
I do like the look of it. I think the colours look really good, particularly in robot mode.
Yeah.
I love sort of the black and the gold on the shoulder. So yeah, no, I do
The thing
think
is,
it
it's
look-
very true to the original Cybertron toy. So, when it's G1, we all want it to be G1-esque, and this is supposed to be like the Cybertron toy was. So, you
Yeah,
either like it or you don't.
I like it. I was really pleasantly surprised. I'm just, a bit disappointed with the lack of the head tilt, and the lack of a bit of the waist swivel, and but especially in comparison to Junkkeep, who's got much more articulation and much more maybe more enjoyable figure to do like poses. But she's good. She's good. Not as good and fun for Alexis, I guess, as a drunken Russian sailor, but she suits me. Now for the next one. Now this is my favourite one, and out of the sort of pack which I got from Smith's Toys. All these Transformers I got from Smith's Toys, and I'll just share this just now.
You picked up Richard and Judy as well.
Yeah, I'd be so lucky.
Well, that's not the word I would have used.
Please tell me. Well, I'll ask you in a minute. Go on.
All right, so this is Cosmos. The red car and the blue car had a race. I gave that the title on Twitter just to put that jingle back into people's minds. If Alexis was here in the UK, I'd probably get him to sing the song. But
I remember the song. Isn't it the
there it is.
Warehouse?
yeah,
Warehouse?
So there's this is David J. Nichol from Twitter. He edited the original picture to put this in from Mario Kart. So I thought it was quite cool.
That's quite clever. I like that.
Yeah, so I
It's a
did
really
that.
cool
So
photograph,
that's
Jay.
quite good.
Is it not from
And,
Transformers Lure?
And that's sorry, Alexis.
Is it not? Is it original photo and scene? I thought it was from Transformers Lure somewhere. It looks.
Lure.
I thought it was like from a
Lure.
scene.
Lure.
Are you across the channel at the
I was
moment,
just
Alexis?
passing by.
What was that thing you put about P&O cruises, Andy, earlier?
Oh my god.
I
Can
can't.
reset your router and get into English.
Yeah.
That's the channel there.
I wish I did ask him now. Alexis, this is my review. So
France.
shush.
You know.
Get your Wi-Fi in the
Pack.
seat. Read research. Come on.
Right, so going back to Cosmos, the saucer mode is brilliant. It looks so much better in hand, and it's almost like a passport problem it's got, because when you look at the images, even the my photographs, it doesn't maybe look that brilliant, but trust me, in hand the colours are better and the shape is better. It just works really well. I was completely taken aback by him. And he's quite heavy. He's a hefty deluxe. And he's also much smaller, so I guess the plastic's going to be more condensed down or more solid. But
If I
yes,
may be able to ask, Jamie, just very quickly, if I can look into your secrets of photography, how did you get him to pose up there for that? That was actually stationed in and edited afterwards?
He's got. I'll show you one of the photos, and I'll tell you then. So there's like Cosmos and Override. There he is there with the other sort of mini bots that we've had just now. So the mini bots are getting bigger. It's almost like having little children that are growing up. It's good to see that. There there's the original box. Obviously they come in fine saucer modes, hopefully to stop people stealing their heads. You know, it encourages to transform them out the box as well. Great solid shape. Looks brilliant. It really does. And yeah. Easy to pose. I mean, I didn't do any trick photography there. He's, literally standing on his one leg. He can do that.
He's a stocky.
Yeah, he's quite a solid figure.
I can do that.
Prove it. Prove it.
That Partridge clip where he looks at it and he just goes.
He's got the Paul Farley articulation then. That's what we call it there.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I've got it actually.
There he is next to the original. There's next to the original Cosmos. And to be honest, I was kind of happy with the original Cosmos until I got this guy. Now the original Cosmos is pish. I don't want him anymore. He's just like, he's just time to get rid of him. Him and his penis gun.
That just reminds me of like weight loss, like week 1 to like week 36, like before and after kind of thing.
Yeah. But yes, I mean, you can see even in fine saucer mode, I just think this one's nailing it. This Cosmos is absolutely nailing both modes, and he's brilliant. And there, this is what I was alluding to, Ian. On the back there, he's got some ports. So what I was able to do was use a flight stand and just invert it. Have it upside down. So I had Mei Lin holding the flight stand to get the pose. And I was taking the photo. The only trouble was it was using the dining table, so the dining table's got a lot of width to it. So Mei Lin is having to balance in one leg and hold this Cosmos. Well, I'm trying to take a photo with my bad leg, and I couldn't get the balance. So we had to do quite a lot of photos.
So you had
to
Cosmos on one leg, Mei Lin on one leg, and you on one leg.
No, I was in 2 legs, sat down.
Okay.
Trying to take a photo.
One leg and one boot.
I was going to say on your bottom.
But she did well.
She did well.
She's a good lass.
And it was about 12:30 at night. That's when I get those crazy ideas to do a shot like that at time. So I woke up.
Wake up, Mei Lin. Wake up.
Love to see the look on her face if she said to you at like the early hours, I've got inspiration to take a photo. She must stare daggers through you.
Yeah. And so then it was just airbrush the sort of flight stand out the way like I've done with these images.
That's cool.
And as I said, he's got a lot of ports, so you could put the gun and the flag in different places, which I tried to show in the image. And there's just some comparison shots. Who did the spacecraft better? And to be honest, I think it's Cosmos. I like him much better. I mean, originally I thought that the idea was they were worried they were going to do share the same mold with Cybertronian Bumblebee, but they've not. So I'm kind of glad that they did a new mold for this Cosmos. And here he is with the mini bots again.
That's cool.
So you're halfway now with mini bots, right?
Well, yeah. He's just a fun character. He's just a very fun character, and I guess there's like a lot of people they want wind charger now. They want tailgate. You know, you want your brawn, you want your gears, you know, you want your power glide, and you want your beachcomber now, you know, to start completing the set.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope Hasbro do that without moving on to a new sort of line with different scales and different sizes. And I also got the records today, the whole complete set, and that's the
All of
boxes.
them.
Yeah, so that's
Your
it.
postman must know you on a first name basis now.
Oh well, I was saying to
You
me,
never.
Lynn, you know, I'm getting a lot of Transformers this week, and she thought, oh god, those 3 boxes I got from Smith's toy store, and I went, maybe some more as well,
There's more than that.
you know. And there's also Holler, just very quickly. Not the most exciting character, but I like him.
He's seen
So,
some
yeah.
things, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he's seen stuff, you know. And last thing I got was also Evil Predacon Pterosaur, based on the original toy colours. But my star pickup was definitely Cosmos. Absolutely fun character, lovable. I could have done, if it wasn't for my bad leg, I would have loved to have done lots of, you know, shots with that guy. He's just a really cool character, you know, just absolutely fun to play around with.
Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah, you make me want to get him. He does look good in both modes, definitely. 100% agree. Who would like
Lovely
to go next?
photos, Jamie. Lovely photos, mate.
Thanks.
I'll go next then. If no one's saying anything. Right, so I've got a few bits this week. Can make myself. So I've picked up some. So a lot of you know that Eagle Moss, the Starship manufacturers who used to do hero collectors, where they've done all the starships, have gone bust, and so I've been rapidly picking up as many of them as I can, because luckily soon it'll be hard to pick up the later ones. So I've been doing that. If I move my camera, you can probably see over here. There's just like loads of boxes of them, all the way down there. There's some more. Go over
Bottle of
here.
wine.
My bum. There's some
Just a box of Asahi.
some more alcohol.
Chair broken. There's a big crack in that chair.
Behind the scenes of box porn.
That's taken a toll,
And
hasn't
you
it?
remember when you were there when I broke it, weren't you?
God.
Was that when we were on live?
Yeah, it was my bum. That's what
You
happened.
sat down and there was a crack.
This is my groin, it's my stomach. Let's go underground.
Can you
So,
play
yeah.
some sexy music at this point?
What happens to those boxes? It looks all
That's really
nice
what you're
and
looking
calm
at.
on the surface. It's like a swan. And look
We're-
on
we're
the
too-
top, and there's
Alexis, we're too
chaos
busy-
below.
We're too busy looking at Paul's crack to worry about
The rest of it is nice. Look, if you go this way,
Nice cow.
So I can turn the camera around.
That couch has got lots of stains on it.
My wife. My wife was
that's
doing
what my
it.
3-year-old and 4-year-old use, and they wee themselves a bit, and sometimes so do I. So
most of the time. So do you.
anyway, I had a lot of starships turn up. I think over 50, maybe 60 starships turn up this week. Trying to get the last amounts. There's 3 which I
Does
can't
Lisa
say.
still love you?
Yeah, I told her, I preempted it. I said, by the way, if you love me, loads of stuff's going to turn up, and you have to be really positive throughout this whole thing. And she was, so that's good. So, yeah, my big thing this week, I picked up a load of Warhammer.
Oh, it's hefty.
But this was the... so it's just landed in UK and US, and it's the Furioso Warhammer Blood Angels Dreadnought. So I've been collecting Death Company army, and of course, with a Death Company, you can stick in a cheeky Furioso. So, got him. I'm now up to about 26 Blood Angels or Death Angels.
Could you do a style of tabletop gaming with these figures?
I guess you
You
could,
could.
yeah.
Oh, it's not
You
a
could do some-
bad suggestion, is it?
But they're still like in Western markets. Joy Toy is still growing, or Cool Toys is
Yeah.
it now. But it's just a fantastic. Just imagine having the toys of Warhammer as a kid.
I'm just
As a
imagining you going to
fully
these
articulated robot.
tabletop
and-
gaming conventions and you go, well, my troops are bigger, and you just start smashing all their little models.
like it's like a 9-year-old kid who's spent ages gluing and painting it, and then Paul comes
Yeah.
along with this high-class thing and just smashes the shit out of it all.
Yes.
I win. Furioso smash.
Paul literally like does the scene out of like Space Marine where they just literally just drop the whole like thing out of space. The box lands on the table and obliterates everything.
Destroys them
opens
all.
it up.
But yeah, if you're
Does the front cover? There's a little man. Is there a little man inside that's driving it?
I haven't asked yet. Hello. No, it's not. It's heavy though. It's fairly heavy. Everything's articulated on the outside. These all move. It's just my favourite toys I'm picking up at the moment.
Dreadnoughts and Terminators are where
When
it's
this
at.
turned up, I'd love it. So I've got the aggressors. I've got 4 of them now. 3 more turned up this week, which are the really big, heavy Space Marines, and they're phenomenal. But they haven't done the Terminators yet. When they do that, like the Deathwing Dark Angels would be fantastic. But yeah, so picked him up.
Nice.
That is one of my favourite pickups so far the last couple of years, and lots of comments agreeing. But I've left it on Ultra Marcus' comment from about an hour ago. Sorry.
Hi, Marcus.
Hello, Ultra Marcus.
All right, Marcus.
Now, Pet, who wants to go next? That would be Andy, because he's from the north.
You're going to show us some coal, Andy.
I always
So,
welcome
I've
him
got
with his own tongue.
Hey, we don't have coal. That's a touchy subject up here, Jamie.
There you go. Make some tea, Andy. Make sure it's from Yorkshire.
Shut up before we cut you off. It's close to my birthday next weekend. Next Saturday, thanks for asking. And it's close to
Good
TFN,
5-0.
so I'm not getting much at the moment. But Kobe went on a trip with his school, like a reward trip. Loads of the kids got to go on a trip, and they went to the Metro Centre to spend the day there and do some shopping. And I just said to him, "Oh, while you're there, just if you see any Transformers in any of the shops, just send us a photo or something in case there's anything interesting." Anyway, he came back from his shopping trip where he was supposed to be getting his mum a birthday present because it was his mum's birthday that week, and he had bought her a birthday present. He bought her some fudge. Probably cost him about £2. And then he said, "And then I got you this," and he bought me a Transformer. Bless his heart. I say a Transformer. Now the thing is, right?
Oh, Kobe.
the thing is,
Why does he hate you so?
it's genuinely gash. It really is. I mean, it's terrible. But
I quite like it, actually.
the thing is, it's from Kobe. It's from my son, and he bought it with his money when he didn't have to buy me anything, and he was genuinely chuffed that he got me something. He doesn't take that much of an interest in my collection as such. He knows it's here and he sees it, but he doesn't like go around. What have you got? And what are you after? So he saw this and he thought I'd like it, and he. Bought
I think it's good.
I shall never sell this, and it now will take pride of place on whichever.
I'll hold you to that. If I ever see that on
I want to see
Facebook,
it
I will.
behind you every week.
This thing might come with me to TFN and be one of my table bots because I do appreciate it. I mean, I just don't like the concept, but
You haven't
I
got
have to
any,
admit the engineering's quite good. But it's
Yeah.
just weird. It's weird.
have you
It's
got any of
like
the
some weird
characters that
looking
you can take it apart and assemble it on?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah. If you get the other ones, you can form that combiner. That actually doesn't
Oh,
look
but that looks
that
worse,
terrible.
doesn't it?
But the problem with them all is it's just like the concept. If you're a Transformer and you're hiding on Earth, what should we disguise? I know, bones.
Or you could do Cosmos and become an unidentified flying object.
Well, at least it looks kind of like something. I don't know. Anyway,
I've all got
so thank you
hobbies.
very much,
Defense,
Kobe.
he
If
was
you ever
still
see this, I do
unidentified.
appreciate it. I mean, we have discussed the fact that it's one of the worst Transformers in history, but thank you because I do appreciate it. And and that's my only pickup this week.
Cool. What did you get, Alexis?
I got
idea.
New Age Grimlock. Came
Have
out
you got
this
it with
week.
you?
No.
Did you prepare any
That was
photos?
so beautifully timed,
It
Paul.
wasn't.
Alexis,
You know what?
did you prepare
I
any
wouldn't-
photos?
Sorry.
Yeah, you put some
I was
prep
gonna
into
bring
this because
it
you knew you'd
and
be
have
away,
it
right?
with me, but I wasn't going to
Yeah,
do a good review here, so I'm going to do a
Just show
review
the
when I get home.
photos. Just show the
Awesome.
photos. That's okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to photographs. What I do have,
God, I wish
though,
you weren't broadcasting from
is
2002.
I did promise the eBay buyer. I tell him that I have the item with me. He said,
Are
he
you
sent
streaming
it
from
when
your
I'm
Game Boy
on
Color?
holiday. But no.
Has it got WAP? Are you using WAP?
You know the thing which
Oh,
is got the
that's
plane,
not
which isn't
bad.
really a Transformer.
Oh,
TFC did it, and he said, "Oh, it's just a guy riding in a pilot with it." But it's like, that one, which looks really cool. It's the TFC toy range. So he's bought that. So I'm going to try and find a post office around here, and I'm sure you have them in Cornwall. So I will find a post office and send it off this week. I've got it here.
I think you're actually getting more pixelated.
He is.
Yeah.
It's almost like he didn't tell us he was going on holiday.
Yeah, it's like he didn't
he
tell
knew
us
we were
because he
saying
knew
I
we
did
would
tell
say no
you.
broadcast.
I
You
fucking
didn't.
told you.
He did. I forgot.
Go back
It
and
wasn't
check the
mentioned in
chat.
the chat. I do know that.
Go and
Told
check
me. I
the
don't think
chat.
told anyone else.
But I like how
From
he
when?
said it's because he's in holiday.
months
He's
ago.
not. I like how he said it's because he's in holiday. He's not prepared.
Yeah, that's what.
You're being
It's
very
like it was,
generous.
oh, it's because I've got a new baby. That's why I'm not prepared.
When I'm at
Before
work.
that, it's because I was working. That's why I'm not prepared.
Just want to say that my family is inside the window outside right now, so I can't swear too much because they'll hear me. But fuck you.
That's great
Love you
pickups,
too.
though. No, thank you.
And my little
Right.
son Elijah is now looking at me. Hello, Elijah. First day on the beach today.
Oh,
First
you
day in the city.
Oh.
That was really memorable.
It is.
And
Lovely.
you're spending it here with us. That's good.
Cool. Right. So now we get to do Rohan's Corner. So did I download it? I think I did.
I hope so, because it took us ages the last time you didn't.
I know.
I don't know with that fans hobby stuff. You so many images. You
I
might
spoke
not
to him. He's
have-
got 3 pickups to show this week.
Right, so over to Rohan now. So tease him out, please, guys. Let's get him out because this week we've got Transformers Nation in fucking 2 weeks. I'm so excited. And Rohan's going to talk about past conventions, and I am so up for that. So come on,
On the bottles
Rohan.
again.
Come on, Rohan. Rohan, come on. Come on, Rohan.
Here's Rohan. Is it good? No more go
He's
bots.
Save the world from the
coming.
evil
There he is.
Decepticons. The heroic Autobots are led by Optimus Prime. He's more than meets the eye. He's a Rohan in disguise. Rohan? Who is this guy? Rohan. The one and only Rohan.
Thank you, my friends. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the corner. That is Rohan. And this week I thought about, 4 different areas of discussion that we could have. There's all sorts of things floating around in that mind of mine. I thought about, maybe I should do an episode on artificial intelligence. Press red if you'd like to see an episode on artificial intelligence. Or, alternatively, would you like to see an episode on the Combiners? Press blue if you'd like to see an episode on the Combiners. Or, maybe we should have an episode on GoBots. Press green if you'd like to see an episode on GoBots. Well, actually, no. Unfortunately, we can't do all of that nonsense. Instead, everybody's talking about TF Nation at the moment. The convention's coming up in just a couple of weeks. And I thought, you know what? When I first started doing Rohan's Corner, I was going to do a episode on Transformers conventions, and I never got around to it. So here we go. Let's do it now, shall we? Now, those of you who know me will know that I've never been to a TF Nation convention. I have, however, been to 4 or possibly 5 auto assembly conventions through the years. I've also been to Roll That Roll Call, and at some point it is one of my holy grail desires to try and get out to the States and visit a convention out there. But ultimately, so far, I have been to primarily the auto assembly conventions. Running since 2000, these conventions started as a small gathering of Transformers fans. For those of you who have never been or don't know, it was just a couple of less than 100 people, I think the first one was, ultimately gathering in Birmingham in a small hotel to discuss Transformers and to maybe peruse some bits and pieces, buy some bits and pieces, meet other people from the community, and put on a video or two and enjoy themselves, with Sven and Simon Plum as the 2 main guys running the show. I didn't attend until 2004 when I was the ripe old age of 19. You can probably see me right here, looking good, with my brother in the background as he always does, and we really went down there to have a look and see what it was all about. To us at that time, we didn't really have a community like we do today. There wasn't the real internet like there is today. There wasn't a lot of friend making going on online, and so it was just the 2 of us. We took a train up to Birmingham to a rather crappy hotel, it must be said, where we found trader stalls, we found a presentation area, we found some videos ongoing, but the best thing that I found at Auto Assembly 2004 was that they were rolling episodes of Generation 1. And you might think, oh, well, that's great, but, we've seen all of those. But in 2004, they were rolling episodes that I had never seen before, because I had only seen the episodes that had come out on VHS, or that had come out on Generation 2 reruns on Sky 1. I had never seen some of the episodes that they were rolling. In fact, they were rolling Changing Gears, where Ratchet is doing a flying kick through the jungle at Thundercracker, I believe, or no, Skywarp, is it? Who can tell us? Let us know. But ultimately, it was a wonderful experience to find out, whoa, there's all these extra episodes that I knew nothing about. And I spent the next 5 to 10 years roaming around pawn shops in the United States, not the type of pawn shops you're thinking about, pawn thrift shops in the United States, picking up VHS cassettes of the very early episodes of predominantly Season 1, things like SOS Dinobot and the such like. You might see some pictures of my old VHS collection up here. Anywho, that was 2004. The next time I would attend Auto Assembly would be much later, 4 years later down the line, in 2008, after I had actually been employed by Hasbro. And I had this issue where between 2005 and 2008, being employed by Hasbro, I was unable to be any kind of reciprocant for talking about Transformers in any way, shape or form, because I got into trouble when I was at Hasbro for doing that. And so they told me, you naughty boy, you better not do that again. So with their blessing in 2008 and a whole crate full of Transformers too, they sent me up to the event. They paid for it as well, hats off to them, with some pretty cool exclusive giveaway items, the resin statues of the animated figures that we had in 2008. Those were very cool and gathered a lot of attraction from fans. Hopefully some of you saw me there. A load of other Transformers as well, which we were then given to keep and ultimately sell, which ones we didn't want. So that was 2008. I did the same thing again in 2009, even though I had left Hasbro at this point and I was now working for a new company. I was still in touch with the right people and I was able to get that sort of organised again, did it again. And then there was a bit of a hiatus. I think the next one I went to was 2011 or 12, I can't remember rightly. But ultimately, it was one of my last ones where I was selling bits and pieces on my own stand, not for Hasbro. I remember selling all my alternators and such like. And by this point, Auto Assembly had been running for several years now, 6, 7, 8 years, and it had garnered quite an attraction. We were going up to the 1,000 people mark, and I remember at some stage there was a auction, a charity auction. I bought some signed autograph photos of Jack Angel and Ultra Magnus, and also there was an auction for Beast Machine's Optimus Minor, one of the most hated figures in the world, and people were basically stamping on him and torching him to light. I mean, it was a mint and sealed card figure, but yeah, you got the treatment. So that was my experience of Auto Assembly. I didn't actually get to another Transformers convention for almost 10 years until during the pandemic last year. I managed to get out to Roll Call and met a few of the great people who are watchers of the show. I'm not going to name you all, but Rudy, Brad, RJ, just to name a few. If I missed anyone, sorry, Dave. But there are loads of people there that I met, and Russ, who are good friends of mine now, and I look to them every week and enjoy their time on the show. And ultimately, I really enjoyed Roll Call in the sense that it was a much smaller kind of convention, much different kind of convention. It's G.I. Joe and Transformers combined. There were little panels going on for G.I. Joe and a little bit on Transformers. About 6 stalls, but basically all the cool stuff. The store down there who run the convention had their own stall with all the Transformers that you would think of were available at the time, and brand new anyway, and a few older ones, and then a couple of random collectors and traders out there. Now for me, always going to a Transformers convention was about going to find the bargains. I was always about what can I get which I don't have in my collection, what can I get that I really need or want or just like the look of. Generation 2 kind of bits and pieces would probably be the kind of things I'd be looking for right now. But if I go to a Auto Assembly or a TF Nation these days, it's probably to pick up newer stuff. And I'm thinking, wait, which newer stuff do I need? I mean, I've had a plethora of deliveries in the last week. I've had the RP44 Thomas has come through. I've had the Mechanic Studio or Metfans Toys Amy RC over there. Obviously, Magic Square's Ironhide wasn't long ago, and Ryu or Ratchet is surely winging its way to me right now. It's supposed to be here today or tomorrow. So loads and loads of stuff coming through. At the same time, from a Hasbro perspective, I picked up skids from the Legacy line. I also picked up Kickback up there just yesterday, as well as a couple of sweeps from Star Action figures. I haven't been collecting as many of the Hasbro bots, but there is a huge load that are obviously hitting the shelves right now and are available, and so if I do make it to TF Nation, either as a seller or as a buyer, then they will be on my radar. But if they're just retail price, am I going to pick them up? I might pick up one or two, but am I really going to pick up loads of them? Probably not, because it'd be easier just to have them delivered to me in the post, or to find a discounted price on some of them once they get discounted, as they do after a while. So, my question to all of you is, what are you looking forward to at TF Nation? For me, I've never really been one who's into the panels and all the people presenting and all the artists. I'm not into the comics, as you know, so I don't really have any affiliation with any of that. Some of the voice actors that come through from the cartoons, yeah, sure, that's great. Seeing people like Greg Berger and Dan Gilvezan over the years, excellent, great to see these people and meet them. Meeting at TF UK Con this year, the two wonderful talents that are Ben's KO Collectibles and Thew, those are people I really enjoyed meeting. But again, they're not things that are going to attract me to pay more for an event because they're there. It'd be just like meeting other people. So for me, going to TF Nation, spending £45 to get in on Saturday to the trader tables and costing me an additional £35 to £40 in fuel, and then £5 in lunch, and then buying a bot, it's over 120 quid just to go and buy one Transformer. It seems a bit silly. If I can get there as a seller, it might make sense, but again, the prices are ridiculously high. So we'll see. You know, I know that a lot of people are psyched about meeting people, which is great, although you could just meet your friends and that wouldn't cost you anything if you went somewhere to meet them. You wouldn't have such a large community and a rock party and all these other things that they're offering. But, you know, how many of you guys are going for that? I don't know. I'm not. But, yeah, hey, what do you all think? What's your biggest attraction to TFN for this year? How many of you are going? How many of you are not? Do you think it's getting expensive? Would you prefer just a meetup, which is kind of what they're doing, right, with their mini-meet? Or with the TF UK Con, which went on earlier this year, these smaller events which are much more cost effective and meet up with your friends and have a good time and whatever. Whereas I think the panels and things like that are starting to get a little bit out of hand personally. And the trader tables are diminishing because people are just not buying because you can buy it online. Why would you go all the way to Birmingham to buy something you can buy from the comfort of your own chair on your own backside? Anywho, for another week, I've been Rohan. I hope you've enjoyed. Catch you again next week. Back to the studio.
Transformers, Rohan's in disguise.
Thanks, Rohan. That was awesome. Really, really cool.
Look at Andy with glasses on. That's a level of turn on I didn't know I
isn't it?
needed.
It's like a young Kelly Brook, isn't it?
That's ruining the fun.
Young Kelly Brook.
What?
I'd never leave the house.
Come on.
Oh, that's all right. I can see you.
That's... Oh, dear. Tell me I haven't
So
done my
Rohan's
homework.
been to all the local conventions in the wide world.
And you'll hear him again.
Looking at the video footage, it looked like he was there in the 70s, though.
Well, this is early 2000s. Great
Which
comments.
video
I
footage
just
is
realised
that?
you're wearing
I just
glasses,
go see it.
So it's going to lead us on to our discussion, actually. So thank you, Rohan. Tonight we're going to talk about Transformers Nation, the convention that we're going to fairly soon. So join
And
in.
people looked angry in this video, looking at the kids sort of looking through the stuff. They all looked like
Everybody looked angry at
frustrated.
Auto Assembly. I don't know why. Because we weren't there, probably.
But before we discuss Auto Assembly and TFN, it's time for a little bit of sexy sex. Sexy, sexy sex. It's time for foreplay.
Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is DEFCON 1. Look. Look. Don't make the same noise as them. They'll think you want to join in.
And this week, well, what a character we have for you this week. It is fucking Starscream. So we are doing our top
of the
5.
Pixies here.
He's off to get a Starscream because nobody told him, so he wouldn't know until now.
Wow.
The same as Alexis every single week. So who would like to go first? No, in terms of
I'll
we
go
never
first.
know what the.
I'll go first.
Okay, mate. Let me see if I can click that and do this. Nice.
So I've chosen the AFI's mold Starscream. I'm using Coronation Starscream there, which comes with a sort of cool cape and his shoulder pads, which is a flashback to his days in Dallas, or his adamant career, and he's got his nice crown there. But I just like the mold. I like the ankle tilts. I like the fact he looks very solid, and saying to Altrider, the Transformers I picked up, they definitely feel very solid. The plastic does not feel cheap, and neither does this figure. I guess there was an outcry because he didn't have a waist swivel, but he's got the ankle tilt, so that's okay. And he just looks awesome. But I think when it comes to AFI Starscream, I think the biggest selling point is his jet mode. And the jet mode is just majestic. Absolutely fantastic. Might not be the best, but you don't display it like that. So yes, it's a fantastic mode. I always pity there wasn't a wheel. I do remember in Transformers UK, someone did a post where they actually had a wheel on it, but they'd photoshopped it. And so you had lots of people thinking they couldn't get the wheel strut out, and they were almost breaking their toys. And I had to go and edit the post and say, could you tell that this is photoshopped so people are not breaking their toys?
April 1st, right?
And no, just a general post.
Posted by Mr. A. Austin, by any chance?
Just generally being a dick. That's all it was.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Exactly.
But yes, and you got the detail for the windows there. Nice touch. It's just a brilliant alt mode and a brilliant robot mode. Doesn't have the waist swivel, but I can cope. And that's my character, FI's Starscream, one of the most infamous, sort of the Blackadder of Transformers.
Strong statement. Immutable, are you?
Oh shit!
Professor
Sorry,
Andy.
Andy, over to you.
Oh shit! I love it.
We just call him Andy. That's fine.
Couple of honourable.
Do you think it's almost like Clark Kent, isn't it? It's because he's got his glasses on. We don't recognise who this guy is.
Seriously.
So damn sexy. Seriously.
Anyway,
Yeah,
a
just-
couple
it
of
just makes
honourable
me
shout
horny.
outs. First one, Armada Starscream. And yes, strictly
Lovely.
speaking, in Hasbro markets, this was sometimes marketed as Thundercracker, but it is in the cartoon. This is Starscream's like powered up colours. So Armada Starscream, and of course we're getting a new Voyager Armada Starscream, which loads of people like myself are looking forward to. I think even Jamie likes it. I also thought about chucking in Earthrise Screamer myself.
You've got no Alexis now. You're doing
I
Alexis.
don't know. I am. Oh God, I've got full Alexis. Screw it. He's not here.
Never go full
I mean, he
Alexis.
is, but you know what I mean. He's not got his.
I
box
think you
to
need to
hand.
put your glasses on
That's
so you
great.
can see him.
I've not taken you on a tour yet. I've not just got up and walked off.
What do you mean, yeah? What, you're still
But,
going to happen?
Yeah, it might. But what I'm going to go with is I'm
Don't
sure
worry,
we
Jamie.
did. I'm sure we did Starscream once before, so this is probably not a shock to anybody who watched that episode. I'm going for the Cybertron Starscream,
Ooh,
just
chunky
because this. I like the design of this character. It's very kind of Cybertron-esque, very much like that kind of harking back to the G1 cartoon, the first episode when they were on Cybertron, the Tetrajet look. But also because when I got back into collecting, or when I get into collecting, depending which way you look at it, this was part of the set that was bought for me as a gift that made me want to go out and buy more Transformers, like more modern ones, and also try and collect some of the old ones. So this always has a special place in my heart. It's also one of my eldest son's favourites, and he got into Transformers. I let him play with this. God, what was I thinking? Fucking idiotic. But anyway, I did. So that's why the missile's missing. No, wait, this side. The missile's missing because he played with it and fired it on somewhere. We never found it again. So yeah, I would go with this. I like the alternate mode. I'm not going to transform it because it's incredibly clicky and it will send Paul in some kind of OCD nightmare meltdown. So I won't transform it because it clicks like a mother trucker. I might do it muted later on while somebody else is talking. But yeah, I just really love it. I love it with the blade sticking out. Even downstairs somewhere, I've got an old knackered up, not knockoff, but knackered up. You know, the Supreme one that was like the same size as a Titan Transformer version of this, which came from the cartoon because in one episode he gained the power of Primus for himself, and he was basically massive, and they had to stop him.
It's kind of like the Underbeast Sega, isn't it?
Exactly. It was. I thought that as well. It kind of harked back to him like absorbing all that power, but this time he gets the power of Primus, which was supposed to be being used to close up this black hole and kind of stop Unicron. Anyway, watch the cartoon. You'll understand. But yeah, I just love the design. Still love the design of this. And I was saying to Jamie the other day, this pack, the original version of this pack. If I can find a sealed one, is something I'm going to look out for at TFN and hopefully be able to pick up at some point. But they're not cheap.
And you would also want the Galaxy Meteor, don't you?
Yes, Galaxy Meteor,
yeah,
which is the proper Starscream colours from the cartoon. This was coloured for some reason like Thrust, and I've never understood why. I mean, I do like the colour scheme, but it's coloured like Thrust. And then you could get, I think, was it Galaxy Force, the Japanese version? You could get a version of this coloured in the cartoon accurate colours.
So if anyone has a Galaxy Meteor they want to get rid of,
especially if it's for free. Anyway, there you go. My choice, just because, you know, I bet half the people were just expecting me to pull out a G1 Starscream, because that's what everybody
There's
always
been
seems
lots
to
of
put in the
comments
chat.
about G1 Starscream.
It'll be G1.
Alrighty.
Not always G1. In
G1
fact, out of
Andy,
a lot
they
of us
call
on
you.
this show that are on here regularly, I'm the only one that really kind of has a massive amount of love for other things that aren't G1, so fuck you.
But not Beast Wars.
I've got a
Not
Mastermind
Beast Wars.
Creation collection. I'm quite diverse. Beast Wars. Hello.
Yeah, Pterosaur's still in his box, isn't he?
I've got 2 pterosaurs already. He's my third one.
So, choosing best Starscream, I went for
Actually, I've got 4 pterosaurs. I've got Transmetal pterosaurs.
I went
just
for
greedy.
what do you
Beyond Good
call
and
a pack of
Evil for the
pterosaurs?
PlayStation
That's not
2.
entirely Starscream at all, is it?
If you've not played this game on the GameCube, have the chance to pick it up. It's cheap on... No, I'm joking, of course. I went back to Furioso for... look how pretty it is. He's fucking
It's like
massive.
First Toys Innuendo all over again.
No,
Technically-
of course.
technically,
Everyone knows what I went
He has
for.
wings. He has
Is that
wings.
New Age one, Lucifer?
Look at
Oh,
that.
it's
So,
a tiny one.
shall I tell you how you settle a fucking Starscream debate? You turn him into his play mode. Anyone can do a robot mode. Anyone can. Hasbro, Classics Hasbro, New Hasbro, Earthrise Hasbro. You can do it with Magic Square. Anyone can settle it. Get it into its play mode and look at the undercarriage. That's where you settle a Starscream debate.
Show us
And
undercarriage.
I look at the undercarriage. What undercarriage?
him
The
or his
actual
Starscream?
plane.
No,
that it looks
other way,
like.
upside down. Hold it up, other way around. There we
He
go.
wants to see your undercarriage. Anything.
Tiny,
Whoa.
tiny. Look at that. That's
The
ridiculous.
hands you see there, Bill.
Oh, don't trigger. Do not trigger him. Do not He's gone. That's it.
We zoom in on the undercarriage.
Well timed, Jamie.
What you can
Well
see
timed.
there is an absolute beaut of a play mode. So it wins. Cool. Clean as fuck, as Gav would say. Gav, say it. There we go. Clean as fuck. So that's my one. New Age Starscream. What's yours, Alexis?
Mine. That's Ian.
I'm not Alexis.
You go.
Alexis changed.
Mine.
You do mine. You
Ian,
do mine.
Mine is a wonderful glass of polyfume that I'm now drinking. This is from Corley and Barrow, and
Nice.
it's rather delicious.
Still not
but
technically
my-
a Starscream though, is it?
No, my version of Starscream is actually, it's a clip, if everyone's seen it going around. It's the Starscream OVA film from 87 Render. It's about
Are you okay?
About 5 minutes long. About 5 minutes long. If you haven't seen it, it looks like this. I'm going to just fuck my Wi-Fi for a minute. It looks like this.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
If no one's seen this, we're going to play it at the end of the show. It's 5 minutes long. It's a really cool 5-minute short film. all
Is that
about
so
Starscream.
we can have the show cancelled
like-
again and no one can see it?
I was going to say, I didn't realise
No,
this
this
fan
isn't
film that
alright.
Coldplay were doing the music to it.
You can.
Thanks, Dazzletron.
Goes well, doesn't
Elizabeth.
There we go. So that's my favourite Starscream, because I do have too many Starscreams. Next.
Right, there's lots of ambition to watch that videos in the chat, so I don't know how we can do that.
It is a
Can
very
you
good
post
video.
it
To be
on the
fair,
Facebook?
Alexis is right.
Very
I
good.
don't know if it would get us
Very good.
copyright.
We'll big him up, we will. I'll share the clip for so you can download it and play it in the
Alright, we'll risk it. We'll do it at the end. We're going to do it at the end. Fuck it. Right, who's not been? Ian?
Me. But I've only got a quick one.
Cold plays on there.
Stop the show and then put the show on again live to show the video. That way it's not
Good show.
that's a good
Let's try
idea.
this.
So I'll go
Or-
quick and easy on this one for me. It is a Thrice Starscream, the original actually, not the Cape one.
I've removed Ian from the chat.
Ian, you spent all that time.
Are we going to get copyrighted
No.
on this song?
Can we just turn off Coldplay?
Yes, we will. Turn the Coldplay off, Paul.
Sorry, Ian.
Ian.
You were saying.
Ian.
You want to back us up with your third
Swivel,
party?
motherfucker. Do you want me to go get the
Ian.
third party one?
No, that's cool. Do the wanky one.
We would like you to go and get your guitar and play Master of Puppets.
No, I don't know. No, the reason why I didn't get Make Toys Howling Meteor one was...
Far away.
No, I went over. It's literally got it from the same cabinet.
You need the big
I
boy
actually
steps.
don't think that's. I don't think that is aged very well as a masterpiece Starscream, and I don't think there is actually a definitively good masterpiece Starscream on the market at the moment. I don't think anything's smashed it completely.
In your
But
video,
reason-
you had Eagle, you had Make Toys,
I had Make-
Death Space. Which of those three? Which is your ultimate favourite of the three?
Well,
The latest versions.
well, yeah, I've got different paints. I've got the Thundercracker and the Skywalk, but yeah, same Seeker mold.
Mold.
Deformation Space on robot mode absolutely kills it. Plane mode Takara, the MP52, but they're all
Agreed.
they're all a bit
You're
defective
correct.
on things in that way. Like I think the Make Toys one is the most tune accurate. I love the yellow cockpit in the robot mode. I think that looks very tune accurate. I think it looks very shiny on the red, but
Both
I just don't think
articulate
it's
as well.
aged very well. I just don't think it's aged
articulate,
well.
it's very-
Reason why I
it looks
chose
like anime.
the Chug one. The reason why I chose this one is because this was one of the first Chug figures I kind of got back into, and I love the other two as well. So it just being an MP collector, it really impressed me. And I just
Why?
generally love it. I just think for Chug, for what it's got, articulation, ankle tilt on Chug. We didn't have this. Come on, it doesn't have waist swivel, I'll grant you that. But everything else is brilliant. It's fun transformation. It's easy. Considering I'm a masterpiece collector, I think it's really good. You're really pissed off I didn't go and get a masterpiece one, aren't you?
I'm considering your future with the show.
The show. What are you talking about?
I'm considering
On every
inviting you to
time
my
to
wedding.
I
or not.
appreciate your opinion.
Every
Yes,
time we have
don't
technical
worry.
difficulties, Ian's hanging around. It'll be
It's
in the middle of
because
his
he's
wedding,
got-
and we'll message him.
He's got
Gosh,
big hands
but
like most
still.
Chug collectors.
I try and vary things up rather than just being the masterpiece guy. Occasionally, I do have
Yeah,
some Chug figures.
exactly. Broaden your horizons. Don't feel bad about it, Ian. Don't you
You're
let him
on
put you
horizon.
down.
Thank you. There is
What does
bullying.
that
I don't know
mean?
why I've come to the show.
There's
Broaden
nothing
your
wrong
horizon.
when you have when you have steak every night to occasionally have a dirty burger.
Exactly.
Wise
We're
words.
still talking about Transformers, Alexis.
We haven't been talking about
What?
Transformers all
Oh,
night.
sorry.
have we?
What were we talking about?
Right. Let's do it. So, the film was done now. Let's do the discussion. So tonight we're going to talk about. I'm so excited! Fucking 2 weeks till Transformers Nation. I'm going to see all of you, apart from Ian. I think you're saving for your wedding.
No, I'm
Okay,
going to be
you're
there.
You're not, are you?
Going to come, and then you
No, I'm
keep going.
coming.
You're
Oh, I've
coming.
invited someone back to my room. I wouldn't have done that if I known you were coming.
It's all right. You probably
so-
kicked me off the
I
chat.
don't have
as
to
well.
come back to your room, Paul. I mean,
I'll make you. So yeah, 2 weeks ago.
He's not joking.
Not again.
He's not joking.
not again,
He's
Paul.
not
Not
joking.
like this.
2 weeks ago to Transformers Nation.
Oh, he's already got the voice.
This is
Someone
like
seemed to
Groundhog
have
Day.
voice.
It's just like the same
Yes,
conversation again.
It's almost like people have been so drunk.
Rohan.
Yeah.
Distraction techniques. Misdirection.
We now return to the Transformers.
What's the discussion then?
TFN.
Is Ian actually going
memories
to
of
TFN?
Yes, I am. Can we move on?
Yeah.
I will be there.
Dude,
I'm
does
doing all
anybody remember
weekend.
if Ian's going?
Are you there from Friday to Sunday, or are you just coming in?
I am doing Friday to Sunday. I'm going to get there quite early actually on Friday as well. So
Robocop's
come find me.
coming to come and say hello to us. Anyone like
He'll
literally
be
anyone
well
else?
coming.
No, Robocop's just coming. He just said.
Oh,
When
I
you-
see. Okay, sorry.
Not literally anyone. I
So
mean,
he's
there's
going
glasses.
cross eyes as well.
The glasses.
I'll be there. Maybe.
I'll put the glasses on. There you go.
I love the glasses. Should we get
Bit
the
of, sort of bit of protection, if anything.
Have you got some
Oh,
photos?
Ed's just had a BK double bacon. God damn it. I'm hungry.
Thanks
Is
for
that
offering,
milkshake?
Ed. Nice one.
Could have at least got me.
And he's got his.
Well, it's
facial
nice to see him
defenders
eating
on.
the farm animals for once and rather.
Hey?
What, rather than what exactly?
We'll just stop there.
Anyway.
So what is the discussion, Paul?
It's
Well, just-
TFN. It's
well, that's
memories
quite
of
broad.
TFN
On memories of.
and kind of experiences we had there, things we remember about it that we might want to share with the audience and those who haven't been. Like you've not
Is this
been,
outside
have you?
that strip club you went to?
Never.
Yes, that's a strip
never
club.
been to a
with
strip
somebody
club?
coming out with a suitcase.
Especially
She's
with
just
you,
been-
Mr. Dodgy.
Mr. Dodgy. Please
One
go
of the
there.
worst
Shut
mismen
up,
ever.
Mr. Dodgy.
Mr. Dodgy. Mr. Dodgy was coming out of the strip club in his map.
He claims
Mr.
he wanted to
Wanks-a-lot.
find out if it was a man or a woman. The Adventures of Mr. Dodgy.
Oh, look, he said a nunnery. Anyway, moving on. Right. So this was outside the hotel, wasn't it? Was this the last
it's
photo we all took? before
no,
went
no,
home?
we just started. This was like day 2. We just started connecting. I knew
Yeah.
Jamie and Mei Ling, and I only met you and Claire.
I'm guessing Alexis
Where
was
was I?
still asleep.
Where was I?
Oh.
Oh.
So
Go on,
you've got Alexis at the back there in a hoodie.
Is that
Escaping.
You were talking about Navatu. No, Navatu with someone.
For God's sake, get the
It's
name
not-
right or he'll elect you on it.
It's
Well, Alexis, do not talk to me about that. I
If
don't
no
even
one
get
at the
that.
bar wanted to buy a round, if you went to the bar and said beer, I would have been there like a flash.
Just look in this photo and see
Shut
if you can
up, you
spot
were
the man
telling
who
me
was
a day.
really struggling on the drink at this stage. Just look closely. Who is it?
I mean, I'll be honest.
I've never seen a face say "stop it" so much.
I don't want to do this.
No.
Oh dear. Anyway, anybody have a specific memory from any of the TFNs they've been on that they want to share?
Look at that bar. Chris Richardson, he was really cool, wasn't he? We spoke to him lots.
Yes, and Chris Richardson has actually commented about looking forward to seeing us all again, and coming through and having a drink with us. And you know, it'd be nice to see him again. He was a nice bloke, wasn't he?
Oh, I loved each
And everybody was. I don't think. Did we meet anybody who wasn't?
Just me.
Yes,
I
we
can't
did.
think of anyone.
We met someone who wasn't nice. Mostly the bar staff because they
Oh,
didn't
well.
serve us.
Oh, there were some good bar
Or
staff.
the dance.
No,
or the
some of
dance.
them were all right. Yeah, not many, but there weren't that many bar staff. To be fair, there's
I don't
halls,
know.
you can
I kept
fucking
shouting
go-
barkeep and they kept ignoring me. Andy.
It's not cheers.
I was
You
going,
tried
"Barkeep,
wench,
sir."
didn't you? Wench.
Well,
Give me
I
a flag
started
of
off with
the-
wench.
I shall whip you. Anyway,
I must admit,
I'll
Jamie,
say
I
that
thought,
next
I, thought,
time.
I thought it was a good show, Jamie. I've never seen someone bring their own bell to the bar. Ding! Barkeep! Ding!
So outside of TFN, there was TFN meetups, wasn't there, before
there
COVID?
was up in
And this was
Newcastle.
one of them. This was Newcastle. Oh, fuck, my fingers are really long. I'm like
No,
really-
Slender Man.
Is
You've
that
really
why
buttoned
Gary?
that shirt.
Is that why Gav likes talking about the bussy with you?
That's probably why I find it
It's like
really
he's
easy to
just
get
stepped
girls.
straight off of
The
Hang on. So that movie, which is called Meet Paul, is that just you on a night out?
yeah,
You know, with
Possibly.
with,
Similarities,
with,
to be fair.
what's his name? Who's
That's
the guy?
RJ next to him. There's RJ.
With- what's
This
his
is
name?
what
The
it's
guy
like,
did,
though. For anybody who's not been, this is what it's like when you go to TFN. There's just people sat round, Transformers fans. And unfortunately, some of the Motion City lot, but generally Transformers fans. And there's just bots everywhere, and people can
that's
just go.
two of the
There's
Motion City
RJ.
lot there.
Actually,
Definitely.
Gav is trying to say, did I struggle with alcoholic beverage? No, I don't, Gav. I just keep drinking.
The thing is, he drinks through, Gav. He
Yeah,
drinks
then
through.
I sober up.
Yeah, he drinks through. Just sometimes he goes really slowly.
In the middle, you'll get this hit where he's basically gone comatose, but then he's just
There's a wobbly
he comes
bit.
roaring back. He goes,
Just when everyone's ready to go to bed.
That's at the TF Nation meet-up in Newcastle with Mr. Dave Wallace, friend of the show there.
The friend of the show, Dave Wallace.
Whose camera is that, Jay? Is that your camera? If Dave's watching, get better soon, mate. I know you've got nasty flu bug things.
Jamie's like the lion in The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, right? Where he's suddenly under the table, and then he's back on the table. He's roaring his fucking arse off.
You mean Oscar?
TF Nation, first place I met to you. I say met. I gave
Did you talk to him?
My wife. A little bit, not a hell of a lot, but a little bit, yeah.
How
to be
much?
fair, I think he was slightly put off by the way I jumped over 2 sofas. And I have a photo. That's my wife.
Oh no! You can have her if you want.
Love you.
You went all Tom Cruise on then, did you?
Andy, are you trying to do a shoe face there?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not working.
Fanboy
I can't
face.
do the few
Fanboy
faces.
face. Fanboy face.
I like the way
Or
my
has he
wife's just
or has he
smiling normally.
Yeah.
Has he just got 2 fingers and in the right place?
Who remembers this? Because we were all, I think, in the same room.
Oh my god, you look 16 now.
This is, I know, God,
That's
look
the
how,
best
look how young
photo I've ever seen of you.
healthy I look.
You do look
No,
like
I'm the
a
one on the
past-
left. I'm the one on the left, Paul. The one on the right's my son. So that's Liam, my eldest son, and that was us sharing the Stan Bush concert. That was before it started. So we would have been
Is that
in
Chris
that room, wouldn't
Hemsworth behind you?
we? I know. I love this guy. Look at him. He looks like he's wearing a wig. Oh, they're not looking at us. Look, oh, she's not happy about something. His ex just walked in.
Oh,
Oh.
look at you. Look how fit you look.
All right, calm down, son.
I reckon you look even fitter with glasses.
It was the free glasses days.
I was going to say, yeah, it was need glasses.
Oh my
Look
god,
how
that
fast
is
this guy's
awesome.
moving. Oh, wait,
The old
got too
fuck
fast.
me lenses.
Look, he's just a blur. Oh, can't get the photo. Anyway, Alexis trying to get somebody to take a photo on his phone.
When they already had a camera.
This was the free. Look, Jamie's all right there. I mean, we're holding
Yeah,
him
he's
up.
okay.
He's all right.
You said half a Lamborghini.
That was the TF Nation meet-up when RJ won the quiz and won the Fans Hobby Power Data, which
Have you
she
looked
didn't
after that
want.
forever.
that's an amazing figure though, and to win it like in that quiz. To be fair, he deserved it. Paul.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, I remember that. I thought I was going to do a joke and like make it look like I had an erection, but I had an erection anyway. So it's fine.
Paul's doing his impression there of one of them.
That's the great thing about that coat.
Are you sure,
It
Paul?
looks
It
like
looks
you
more like a
should be
semi
doing
for you.
You look like one of the Cray twins in the Legend movie.
Oh.
Goes, this is a shoot up.
What do you mean,
Paul,
like
mate.
one in the Cray twins? They're twins, you stupid bastard.
Not the other one, that one.
You know,
Raylan's questioning her life choices down there in the
Look at the size of that pint though, and the size of my.
Your erection's bigger than your pint glass.
hand in your pocket. Anyway,
What the fuck is in your
here we
pocket,
go.
Paul? Paul, what is that in your pocket?
I'm going back to that. Look how disapproving
What
Jamie
is
looks.
in your pocket to make that so big?
Jamie, it's you which are causing it. It's your foot up against my thigh.
Anyway, there's Cosmos. So the cosplays are one of the great things about TFN as well. Even though
Yeah.
last year, 2019, we actually didn't go and see it because we were too busy drinking and having fun and literally forgot all about it. But it is really great if you do get the chance to go and see it. And that was 2018, and that was a Cosmos cosplay that looks a hell of a lot like the actual figure that we've now got.
Yes.
I really like the
Does
2019 cosplay where the winner of the main event gave his prize to a child who entered in the other event, and she came third or something, I think, or she got
That was
already.
2019, mate.
Yeah, that was when you
Yeah,
didn't see
that's what I mean. Yeah,
So
that was really cool because like she
We've
was
seen the
obviously a
video
big
of it,
fan,
but we
being
didn't go
like-
and see it live, did we? Me and
I saw
RJ
it
chilling
live.
out.
I saw it live. I was sober.
Anyway, more shots from the cosplay. That was a lass who came as. Now that was a reference to an IDW comic where Misfire and the other scavengers had mask-style human avatars, and she created the human avatar of Misfire, and then she had a little transformable aimless figure. It was
that's
freaking
cool.
awesome. It really was. That's just me and Liam chilling in the bar. I think this was a short while before we met RJ for the first time. I don't know who that bloke is cracking on to my wife.
My wife.
Or why Sir Ben Kingston's behind us. But anyway, there you go. Another shot into the bar as well.
Totally sober.
Yeah,
You look at it, don't you? Say that again. Say that again with 6 bags.
And the kids with you. That was the first time I met him. You can see how happy my children are. Lucas is probably...
they're so young.
Stan Bush.
Nice.
Bush.
And the man.
And that has to be a highlight of the TFN. I mean, any of the conventions, because he was just to see him in concert. Maybe once in a lifetime. I don't know. I hope he comes back sometime.
Yeah,
He will.
And that's Aaron Archer, of course, who was massively he was like the lead on the whole Unicorn trilogy. So nice to meet him and have a little
you
chat
think
with him.
whatever see the Netflix people come to the TFN?
Not if they know what's good for them.
So we can
Harsh.
Vegetables. Then.
Isn't the voice of Alita on there? Isn't she?
Yes,
coming?
she is. Yeah.
So we kind of are, and there wasn't. Alita 1 was probably one of the positives that came out of it.
Yeah, but they never
Probably
did.
I love the
Well,
fact
they-
what's this in the chat about bring your wife just in case. What have I missed in that conversation, Paul?
I was just saying, like, if you, I don't know,
You're swinging, yeah.
bring your wife and stuff.
Just bring your wife. Bring
I'll
a
get
partner.
my in, but
And there's
Paul Graham,
oh,
John Boy.
He looks happy there. He's doing something with his hand.
He is, isn't he? He's bumming something. What are you bumming, John? Write in. Tell us now in the comments. What did you
in the
think?
chat. What do you think he's? No.
Well, looking at the other guy's face, he's just entered, hasn't he? Nothing to see here.
Same again there.
There's a familiar pose for you, Paul.
Look how old I look there.
Only when you're there.
2 years ago.
That's not wide enough.
Another shot of the cosplay there. So that was the Scourge. That was really good. He came on dressed in that very awkward to move around in outfit, got onto the stage and started dancing. It's a nice one. What else are you going to do, I suppose? Christmas Feely there hanging around in the background.
Yeah.
And again, some of you lads might have been in that room because that was 2018. Wow, this shot keeps coming up, doesn't it? This is like, to be fair, this is like the signature shot from TF Nation in
It's in
2019.
that intro. There's Tony Flash Knowles. Who else? Chris Richardson.
Yeah, Tony
Raymon,
Knowles there, Chris Richardson. I just love your pose.
I'm the
It's like a
tallest.
giant bird of prey.
Oh,
But it's that look of pain on poor Jamie's face.
Hang on. I love his balls
okay?
with 3 arms.
Why would
there.
they let me
That's
die?
They're
brilliant.
actually not. I don't actually think. Are they any of Paul's arms? They're not, are they?
Well, those massive arms, that wingspan.
No,
That's
one
mine.
is Andy's.
No,
and
to be
the
fair,
other...
that one's mine. That one's
Yeah.
Not all three of them. I don't have 3 arms.
I don't actually think any one of them is actually Paul's arms.
No, they're not.
That one is. Oh, is that one? Yeah, that one is. Isn't it?
That's Richard.
Is it?
No, it's
Is that
not.
Chris?
It's mine.
That's Richard.
Ah, it is. Jamie's
No, it could
right.
be.
It is.
You're
No,
defensive
oh,
about
you're
your
all
arms.
right.
Paul's hands
In
on
fact,
the shoulders.
I've got the smallest
Hands are on
arm.
the
In fact,
shoulders. His
hang
hands
on,
the
hang on,
shoulders.
It's an
hang on a
optical
minute.
illusion.
Zoom in.
Does the fact that Paul's other hand is missing perhaps explain the expression on Jamie's face?
What do you mean? Oh, the hands? None of them are there. No, it's both Richard's hands. And
I actually think
Andy.
Paul's left hand is actually currently on Alexis, hence why Alexis is doing that face.
All I remember is that my fingers smelt a lot. We've got some great comments coming in. So, Naked Game Guys, very cool anime, adult game, thank you. Another comment, nakedgame.zxy, anime, adult, that's cool. Nakedgameguys.xy.
How do I
There's
subscribe?
also nakedgameguys.xy, QA.
They're doing a Q&A, nice.
Nice.
Oh, somebody help me out. This was the TF Nation meetup. Again, this is like normal TF Nation, just bots out on the table, everybody having a beer, chatting, having a laugh. What was this young lad's name that came and sat with us?
That's
Theodore.
what do you call? That's that. It's oh, what's her name?
Oh, look,
It's
I'm
a-
making the
it's
same
a
thing
she.
here.
It's a her. It's
is
I
it
forgot her
Paul?
name. But she's
Paul?
on Twitter.
Have you-
She's quite active on Twitter.
Paul,
Right.
have you just come from a job interview, Paul? Like your first job interview?
You'll
no,
recognise
no,
it's just a hard image to see, but yeah, she's quite active on Twitter.
Paul, have you
Yes,
just
maybe
come from your
just better
first job
job.
interview there? We'll
My
get back
first
around
job
again,
interview.
aren't we?
Oh, wow, look
Yeah,
at
it
this.
looked-
From my
it looked like
first
your
job
first job
interview
interview,
ever.
Oh, the
whatever.
cosplays are incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Point blank. That's insane.
Point blank.
That's Perceptor.
Your G1 knowledge again on display.
And that's Fulcrum.
It's a great Bumblebee.
I love the character of Fulcrum just because he was supposed to be part of these suicide Decepticon bots that literally, when they were kicked out of like an aircraft, were forced. There was something in them that made them forced them to transform into a bomb and then hit the ground and explode. And he was the one that didn't explode because his fear basically stopped him transforming somehow. It's great. Now, who are those two highly sexual dudes? I don't know, but they look like
AIDS
proper
face.
G's hanging in the bar as we
There's
were.
a completely untouched beer and they're at least triple parked, so you know.
And yeah, exactly.
What,
Andy,
these?
what's
That's
what's
Pringles.
Hans-
That's not an untouched beer. That's
I
Pringles.
thought that was ahead of a lark, if I'm honest.
How many have you had?
I just saw. Give me your glasses.
Give me a
I
pint
just
of
saw-
Pringles.
I saw
cream
like, the
dive.
top of it where it's like blonde,
it.
and I saw the white. And I just assumed that was ahead of a beer.
Andy, what's
and
your
then
hand
obviously
gesture
they're
there?
big Transformers fans as well, as you can tell. Yeah. But I think that's the last photo of the ones that we had. Unfortunately, I looked for my video that I shared of the actual Stan Bush concert, and I could not find it for love nor money.
Oh, I can probably find it.
But generally speaking, the TF Nation experience, for anybody who hasn't been, it's just a joyous thing. All you need to do is just chat to people, and you will find people that you can just meet up with, and you won't be alone. You'll get a chance to sit and chat with people.
That
obviously,
person, Andy, was Jessica Caffin, Queen Star.
thank you.
Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, apologies, Jessica, if you are watching. I mean, I have no idea if you are, but if you are, I apologise. But that was God. How many? Wasn't that after TFN? Was that the November of the same year? Anybody remember? Paul?
What?
Was that the November of the same year of TFN 2019?
Was that 2018, wasn't it?
No, was it? No, it was 2019 one because it was after we'd met and we didn't meet yet the 2018 one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's Alexis with Stan Bush. I was just as he accosted him as he was going into his hotel room. But yes, Stan Bush concert, that was incredible. I don't know what else. There have been a lot of moments of that. The dealer hall. I wish we had more photos and stuff of the dealer hall because that's an incredible thing to walk into. It'd be interesting to see Ian's face that first time he walks
I'm
into
just
the dealer
laughing.
hall.
Alexis is asking.
I want to
for
see if you have the
John
same expression on your
Barrowman,
face that I do.
And Paul's going, the ball's not ready yet. That's just hilarious.
I think.
Oh,
for
that was another one. When we went to Alexis got us into the executive bar because he had access to the executive bar where all the drinks were free and you were allowed in there for like an hour. And that's not us with him, just to be clear. That's some other people he took in there. It wasn't us, but he did take us in there, and that was incredible. Just I remember Claire and Mei Lin walked over, and they were supposed to get a glass of champagne, but they picked up the entire bucket and 2 glasses and just took it over to our table. And then that lady came wandering over, and they thought they were going to get told off, and instead the lady said, "Do you need any more glasses?" Oh, it's great in there. Me and Jamie just went up,
again,
picked
boys.
up about 5 bottles of beer
again.
each and set them down. And just went, right, let's crack
We're
on.
doing that again, lads.
Oh, definitely. Why not?
Is that when Alexis started to talk about Naruto?
Oh, he started talking about it before then. But it was he actually. My first experience of Naruto with Jamie was when he was chewing Claire's ear off about it, and then I basically came over and I said, "What are you two talking about then?" And Claire just went, "Oh, tell Andy," and then she shot off. That was it. I think 45 minutes I was there, and you were trying to basically explain the entire history of Naruto to me. And then in episode 838,
scene 4 before scene 3.
But the dichotomy of it all, it's like Jesus Christ.
Do we have any Naruto fans in the chat at all that know what I'm on about?
Oh, God.
Let me check.
No.
Let me check.
Just curious.
There was no Naruto fans.
Do we have any
That is a
John
shame.
Barrymore fans who think he's actually a good singer?
we got why after that. One way to find out about that, right?
That's to be a fake. Is this Coldplay again?
Jesus Christ, put something else on.
Baby
Let go of my goddamn arm.
Not that.
You
Not
have to
that.
pop it on, you coward. Sorry, Alexis? Alexis didn't come into the room. He has done before, though. Lucas came into the room to say goodnight.
Put the Barrowman on. Put Barrowman on. Let everyone decide for themselves.
Are we going to be cancelled so far because of Coldplay? That's what
There's
I
lots
want.
of things that will cancel us, Jamie, that we do every single week.
Oh, not cancelled, just not going to be on the air.
Right, we need to go to bed. So, do we want to say goodnight? Should we have
Starscream Enemy?
a bit of a disco? Does anyone want
I think
like
we
3
peaked.
songs? 3 songs?
Oh, Kai's called Nathan, by the way. He
Hi,
thinks
Nathan.
his son has nicked his, hijacked rather, his account.
Right, what we normally do, Nathan, we've got Gallows being requested by Matt Davis, so we finish off with a couple of songs. Does one of you want to shout one of our most requested songs?
Through the Rain, John Barrowman.
No. You've got a choice of
Not from our
Bonnie
personal
Tyler,
collection, Alexis.
Holding Out for a Hero. You've got the Subways, our old song. You've got
Master of
Intro to
Puppets.
Grange Hill,
E17.
Sabotage.
Sabotage. Was the
Alright,
Jetfire
fine, E17.
Sabotage one?
Why don't we end the show and then go back on and then we can play nearly any song we want?
Yes.
Where's
That's
the risk in
it.
that,
Show.
Jamie? Where is the risk
Whatever.
in that?
Everyone.
I have done what I have to do to end this war.
Don't you worry, 'cause it's alright. Don't you worry, child of the night. 'Cause in the morning come with the new day sun, love and everlasting light. We are the seed of a new breed. We'll succeed, our time has come. We are the new, these words are true. Let the light of love shine through. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's really alright, it's alright, it's really alright. Alright, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, it's really alright. No, don't be so sad, 'cause love is by your side. No, don't be so sad, 'cause life is too short to live. No, don't be so sad, I'll be mad if you're this. It's alright, the message that I give. We are the seed of the new breed. We'll succeed as time has come. We are the new, these words are true. Let the light of love shine through.
Lost the square. We can't hold it.
Some debate there about what was the correct intro.
That's his
Wow.
to shoe better.
Wow.
Anyway,
Star Trek 5.
yeah, Star Trek 5's all right. It's not the worst.
What? Star Trek 5's good. There's no voice.
You say not the worst. You mean it's
Not great.
close in the same ballpark, or
I would say what's the Wrath of Khan's probably top. That's number one.
Kind of has to be. It is a very good film. You could just stand on its own, really, because it kind of does.
Yeah, it does.
I just think
Although
you
it
could
feeds
watch,
into what comes next, but like when it
because
came
they
out.
say odd ones are bad, but you could watch 2, 3, and 4. So Wrath, Search, Wales, in that order.
Not
that
the
is-
country, just be clear.
That is 6 hours of quality, and it resolves itself. So it's
Yeah.
good. It's a good 6 hours.
Wales is not good.
I'm annoyed because I've got
Country.
Paramount Plus. I've got
Don't get
Paramount
James
Plus,
excited.
it hasn't even got all the Star Trek films
The
on.
country's good. The movie, when they go back to 1980,
They don't go back
Oh, it
in
is.
time to find
Oh.
Wales, the country.
You
There's
know
not a big ship which turns up in the future going, "Where is
It's-
Wales? Oh,
Yeah,
we've lost
it's
it.
a
good one with
It was,
the Star
it's
Trek.
almost
That
in
is a great
Wales.
line,
It was
Marcus.
here somewhere."
It's fucking bullshit.
That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
And on that
How's the end
bombshell.
show?
Are you busy every week on a Friday at 8 o'clock, Ian? Just out of interest. Paul looks
I'm
genuinely.
not. I'm not in Cornwall every Friday. I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
Or I will give you plenty of notice if I were.
Khan is the best, Matt. Definitely.
Yeah.
Khan is the best. Khan is the best.
6
yeah.
is good though.
Yes.
6 is good.
I like
What, the
six.
Undiscovered
Six is-
Country?
is
Yeah,
that
I
undiscovered?
I think the
Country?
Undiscovered Country is underrated.
Undiscovered, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best acting in it.
It's the
still.
fanfare,
Undiscovered
isn't it?
See, I
Country.
like Nemesis.
They didn't have to do
for the modern
Generations, did
ones.
they? They could have done the Undiscovered Country, Second Star on the Light, right, and they set off, and that could have been it. And then they had to bring back the Enterprise B,
Was it-
which was the shitty Excelsior class version.
God,
What
Just
was
in
the
the
name of
Excelsior
the actor
case.
again? He was in Nemesis, the
Do you know-
baddie again.
Do you know what?
It
Do you
was,
know what? None of them are good. No, just
oh,
number
Christ,
2 is
am I-
good. The original.
Who was
the
who?
original. Rest of it.
Because
Tom
the
Hardy.
reason I'm
Tom
interested-
Hardy played.
Tom
played-
Hardy.
I played a
Was
young.
that the last film?
Card.
Tom Hardy, you could understand what he
That
was
was
saying.
Nemesis,
I think.
wasn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
Nemesis,
film that
yeah.
he's
He plays-
credited
he
that
plays
film as
his
when he went
twin
off the
son.
rails. He went
Oh,
off
he
the
did.
rails after that film because he thought he'd made it big and he got big time into drugs and stuff like that, and then his career nosedived, and then he kind of made this comeback as a bigger.
Not being able to speak
bloke.
on the phone.
Well,
yeah.
he might not be able to, but he does seem to be able to make lasses' panties drop Pretty much like that.
He's pretty.
Probably not just
good.
lasses. Let's be honest. Anybody's really.
Anybody's panties drop.
Exactly.
Have you seen Peaky Blinders? Where he's in that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I have
good
to
in
watch
that.
that.
What was the
I'll let him
series?
slow talk.
Taboo.
He
If
basically
you haven't watched
does-
Taboo on
he does
Netflix,
Jew.
I think it is now. Watch Taboo. That he's very good in that.
I watched
that
that
any
with
good?
subtitles
It
as well.
wasn't big-
It
Yeah,
is
well, you
good.
need
Is it any-
subtitles, but you
is
need
it-
it for anything with Cockneys on.
Is it any good? Though? I remember it's from.
What?
It's from
Don't
BBC
say
One.
it at all. You're not a Cockney.
It's a bitter North.
It's from. It's
Bitter
from
You're not a
BBC it's from
Cockney.
BBC
You're
One.
from deepest London, are you?
So,
I'm the
Oh,
most
end the
London
show.
person on this chat.
Fuck off! You're from Bromley.
Closer to London than you were.
Listen to that.
At least I
to
worked in
London than you were.
Camden, and my dad's from Wimbledon.
You lived in Ashford.
See
You're
how I've
further in
set them
the
against each other now. It's that easy.
I'm inside the M25. It's more like I say for the rest of you.
My Japanese
Actually,
TV
I-
remote's more Cockney than you. No, you are the most Cockney person.
Shins on.
Barely.
Thank you, whoever that was in the chat.
I actually have
Barry,
property in London.
end
so-
the fucking show. We'll chat afterwards. End the show. End the show.
I can get Alexis is impatient because he wants to play John Barrowman songs. I don't get this. Like, I really like you, Alexis, and everything you're
I'm not
into.
playing John
Like, I'm
Barrowman.
into all the anime. I'm into all
Why
the
did
Transformers.
you listen to that song? Because it is awful.
Really?
Alexis,
I just
but-
don't get why you're really into John Barrowman. Like, of all the things.
It's going to be one of these things
Do
like
you know what? Do you know what?
comes a
I
big
You know
listen-
what?
I listen-
I'm into John
I listen
Barrowman.
to
I'm
it
just going to
the
make
first
everyone
time.
else
I
listen
think-
to
I
it.
think-
Chat.
I think-
That's
I
it.
think-
That's
John
me.
Barrowman songs, yes or no?
I think no. I think Chris Moyles
Go.
played it first. Chris Moyles played it first on BBC One Radio when he was trying to big up his song,
When
right?
he was 12.
And I thought, and this is when John Barrowman was in Torchwood. I thought John Barrowman was pretty cool for a Torchwood. He played it, and I thought it
I
was
could be
the deepest song.
brown, I could be
It meant
blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like.
Just showing you, I am your. Will
If there was a
Ferrell.
guy you had to
Accept
sleep
it.
with, who
Look,
would it be and why is it
Look,
Ryan
look,
Reynolds?
look.
No, I think we were going to say Will Ferrell.
Oh, so Ryan Reynolds is my Ryan Reynolds.
The 62-year-old.
have to be wrong burgundy dress up, bro.
Oh, wait, whoa.
Right.
Naked Game
Kind of a big-
XYZ is back in the chat.
No.
Hey.
Look at
Cool anime adult game.
Paul. Look at Ultra Marcus's comment. Ultra Marcus's comment about John Barrowman.
Okay,
He
Ultramarcus.
sang.
John Barrowman saying anything goes from the opening of Temple of Doom. Love that show. Please make sure
Ooh.
Alexis never plays any John Barrowman on the show.
Tremarcus is a wise man.
that. It doesn't say that.
He's messaged all of us individually and said that.
I am drinking tonight. Spice rum zombie.
Which is what it's going to turn you into.
Well,
So that's
I'm. My
We
family's
know.
drinking nice wine there. I mean, I've cut me off until I get a show. So
oh dear.
Alexis, take your top off.
I feel like the show should have ended about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
This is just
I
like
feel-
rambling now.
Are we still live?
We have been alive for a while.
yes,
And amazingly,
still
24 people are
fucking
still
live.
watching.
Oh, it's a good job the wife's watching the end of Love Island.
Yeah,
because of
how's
Love.
that happened?
What, the end of Love Island? It's just the end of the series, mate. Just don't cry. It'll be fine.
No, I think
Get on next year's.
Stupid Love Island.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
Love Island.
Sure is.
Should we call it there?
And on that, Bob.
You know, I like my ice extra cold. Ooh, ice.
Play the fascist one. Just play the flash. Just that's
The
the one.
fascist one.
You know the one.
Geordie, asshole.
Geordie.
Where is it? I think I've got this one.
I have budgies for parents. I'm in the mood for some Eurasian boobies. I'm fucked on acid. I have a saxophonist in me. You motherfuckers are all so white.
You motherfuckers are all so white.
Thanks, Tom.
That just reminds me of the time Alexis started rapping.
White man
I
rap.
remember that.
It's the
That's
whitest
it, it's
thing.
the whitest thing I've ever seen.
So you wait till he's midway through and say, "You are so white."
I was gonna say it was
I was just saying, actually, I'm quite black.
Boom, shut the room.
Go on,
You
do
said
rap.
white? That's what you said to me. That was
Freestyle.
our intro that day.
That was. It was funny.
Oh,
Back
Paul
in the day when things were
Farley,
recorded and edited.
motherfucker. Ian Arrow.
Having some difficulty with this.
You know, I
Liddell
think
is
It seems pretty
half
self-explanatory.
with the pussy, but Annie
you know,
looks so cool with
But if
his
Paul's watching this, then I'm doing this totally
glasses
hard pamper,
down.
obviously. Totally hard
Doesn't
pamper.
make sense. I'll do it.
yeah, so, you know, but,
What did I say? Maybe I had it. That was right.
Paul, play your one.
Start with. Maybe that was the correct. So let's go down.
oh, it starts to go sideways from there.
Really so.
And he's just a sweet, funny guy. He's really talented, and, you know, people enjoy watching us together, so it's cool.
How are there
I
still
remember
23
that.
people watching this?
I'll be out in a minute.
That was good. That was the
Down there.
old Alexis when he used to put real effort into stuff.
Oh, I used to wear clothes.
Yeah.
That's Alexis with 2 kids, not 3 kids.
Oh, here we
Yeah.
go.
Difference. Paul, why don't you play your video of you know, when you met Meg?
Because he's deleted it, Alexis, and removed it
Why would
from
I
all
play it?
servers.
He's removed all evidence that it ever even existed.
Oh, just my memory, like I've only got a smart media card which
No, I've
has
still
18
got a copy of
megabytes
it.
of
I've
memory.
still got a copy.
And
I can whack it on
used it
YouTube.
all up with yours. So
I've still got Paul. I've still got.
Is this the
a copy.
point
Let me
of
see
put
your
out
memories.
Still
Information
live.
for you.
Still live.
Past the 2 hour mark.
24. Chat's gone
Hi,
up.
people.
It's gone
It was really
down.
good.
People
it's
are
getting
just-
Let's
better.
go to sleep
More
now.
people watching now. The after show.
Oh my god.
Let's start the show again, guys. Welcome to Transformers
I'm
Show.
getting- I'm
episode.
getting- I'm getting
Let's
a
do
bit-
next week's show.
Let's just roll into episode 134.
334. Okay, right, guys, welcome to Transformers the Show number 134. On tonight's show, we'll be discussing Raiden, Shuki. He's got smaller again. He's now more than Masterpiece side. And Jamie will be talking about Chuck Burt. I'm joking, we're not going to do 2 shows.
Because I haven't got pickups. I haven't got next week's pickups now.
It'd be funny if you did have pickups from last week's show,
Yes.
which was on an hour
Jamie's
ago.
probably got a pile of stuff. He's fine. It's also screwed.
We should go to bed now, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
It's an invitation.
You say we.
Collectively, all 4 of us.
We're not inviting Alexis again.
No, he can sit in the corridor.
Just listen to the door.
I'll leave him a bowl of
Just
water,
listen.
and he'll be all right.
Listen
Need to
to
get
the
more
10
comfortable
seconds of
chairs.
action.
Still tickle.
Right, good night. Thank you for watching the show.
Bye.
See you later,
Sticking
mate.
with us.
Bye.